know that we're not going to change much. We're going to try to stick with a similar game plan, and our goal is always to play harder and be more together than the other team. Hopefully we can do that.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
National anthem completed by the UMass band behind the goal to the right of midcourt. Tonight from the Mullins Center, UMass returning home for senior night, 11th in the A-10, 5-11 in conference. Losers of 4 of 5 following Monday night's loss to Fordham. Last night, UMass athletic director Bramford announcing that there will be a change in leadership with the men's basketball program following the end of the season. Head coach Matt McCall will continue coaching the team following the conclusion of the A-10 tournament. They will be making a change, saying, I want to thank Matt McCall for his 5 years of service to UMass and our basketball program. He has been a great teammate and partner. Unfortunately, we have not met the results we desire on the court, and I believe a change at the end of the season is in the best interest of the program. A lot going on in a short period of time for this UMass team to finish out the season. The move felt inevitable, but now something else to deal with tonight as they try and focus on Fordham.
Just going 2 days back, this program now in an entirely different direction, so you have the quick turnaround, but at the same time, for Matt McCall to be coaching this game, I think it's very interesting. It's something we don't see a lot, right? You're going to let a guy that you know won't be in charge of your program return and kind of lead this upcoming few games for UMass. But for Fordham, we talked to Coach Neptune about it. He said, we're not thinking about that. We're just going to focus on the guys on the court and the game plan here tonight.
This an experienced UMass team, top 30 in the nation in three-point shooting at 39% as a team, with 4 players shooting at least 36% from long range. They were limited Monday night, shooting just 6 of 29, but they can heat up at any time.
The Fordham defense did a fantastic job, Nick, of not letting their top shooters, really beat them. You mentioned they took 29 threes. Only 11 of those were taken by their 4 top shooters. That's 18 threes, right? Taken by guys who will be willing to get open shots. For Fordham, fantastic game plan last time out. We'll see how it changes or if it stays the same here tonight.
Top scorer Noah Fernandez missed much of the first half Monday night due to foul trouble, but when he was on the floor, he was effective.
And he made quick work in that second half. Just under 10 minutes in that first half. Fernandez, 2 quick fouls. Coach Ergo said after him getting him in foul trouble was huge for the game plan. It allowed them to kind of run their defense more effectively, able to keep UMass from that transition game. Make no mistake, Fernandez, quick in transition. He's someone, if he's not in foul trouble, it's going to be a huge factor on the court.
UMass's defense has continued to struggle, dead last in the conference in points allowed, in an area that will need to improve if they want to come away with a win on senior night.
And we beat the drum at how much Fordham has struggled from shooting, especially those last few games. To shoot 57% from 3, I think that's something that surprised all of us. We knew UMass was weak defensively, but Fordham took a ton of advantage. UMass, it's been the problem all year. They've shot at an excellent rate, but when you can't defend, those shots don't always help you with the victory.
That 57% clip, the best for Fordham all season. And for UMass, opponents shooting 48% or better in 5 of the last 6 games. Opponents have shot 45% or better in 3 of the last 4 games as well. For Fordham, taking the court in the road maroon Thompson bottoms, the script Fordham across the chest, the double white stripes around the shoulders and the sides of the shorts. Abdou Simbila, Antrell Charlton, Josh Colon-Navarro, Kyle Rose, and Chuba Ohams coming off a career-high 23 points. For UMass, it's Trent Buttrick, Greg Jones inserted into the starting lineup. Noah Fernandez, Rich Kelly, and Michael Stedman, the 5 to start it for head coach Matt McCall. Tip by Ohams, one into the backcourt. Fordham starts with it first. The Rams coming off the season-high 85 points in Atlantic 10 play last time out against this UMass defense. Rose straight away, right arc, Colon-Navarro with 10 to shoot. Ohams up top. Float left block, Simbila. Reverse layup in off the glass with the right. Abdou Simbila breaks the seal. Half a minute in, Fordham on top 2-0.
Attacking Michael Stedman, that was part of the game plan last time out. We saw whoever the big was taking it inside on him. Simbila doing that right there.
Kelly, the free throw line runner, off. Back heel rebound, Ohams into the front court. Cologne Navarro, a between the legs dribble. Rams shooting at 57% from long range last time out. That a season high. Right block dump, Simbila backing down with 11 to shoot. Straight on Ohams. Left arc, Rose. He tries the three. Left rim and off. Weak side offensive board. Simbila shot fake up with the left. Too strong. Fernandez the right block board. UMass left to right. No Fernandez. UMass's top scorer, 13 points last time around, called for a travel near side. UMass turns it over.
UMass 14 turnovers last time out versus Fordham. Fordham did a good job capitalizing on those as well. Defense always, what leads this team, so no surprise Fordham attacking early.
This is a UMass team that has been really good offensively this year, third in the conference in scoring. They shot just 43%, 6 of 29 from three last time out. Over their last 3 games, UMass just shooting 24% from three. Simbila, the left block float. Fordham attacking inside early. The lefty sky hook goes down. 4 early points for Abdou Simbila. The Rams in front by 4, 2 minutes in to the first half.
Same exact way Monday's game started for Fordham, their first 4 points. Abdou Simbila here tonight. Abdou Simbila.
Straight on bounce for Jones. The right block back down. Michael Stedman, the senior. Fernandez, right arc. Stedman, the 5-foot jumper on the baseline. Rolls around, goes down. And a foul away from the basketball on the shove. And the basket will count. So Stedman puts UMass into the scoring column 4-2. And the basketball staying with UMass. The float for Stedman, and now the officials just making sure that they've got everything right. So the continuation plus the foul away from the basketball. UMass down by 2, 4-2, 2 minutes in. Stedman backing down Ohams near block. The flip up with the right, left rim off. Long rebound batted for Simbila straight away. Josh Cologne Navarro stopping up top. Cologne Navarro with 14 on Monday against UMass. Screen left from Simbila. Straight away Ohams with 15 on the shot clock. Left of the lane drive working on UMass's top rebounder Buttrick. Stop 8-10 stamp. Righty floater. Front rim and off. Battle for the center of the paint board. Won by Buttrick. 6 rebounds a game. Left to right. Right of the lane drive. Swatted away as he hits the deck. And a foul called as possession bounces to the near side. Trent Buttrick aggressive towards the basket and will head to the free throw line.
Buttrick getting the rebound there and pushing the basketball, something we didn't see UMass do enough last time out. When Fordham's in that man-to-man half-court defense, they excel. It's something UMass didn't really take advantage of, pushing it in transition early on. Buttrick doing that.
A UMass team that likes to push the pace as Buttrick rolls into first. Top 100 in the country in pace of play, 8-4. When cashing in more fast break points than their opponents. Won that battle on Monday, 8-6, but did not win the battle on the scoreboard. Buttrick too short on the second. Center of the paint rebound, a lane violation on UMass. As Greg Jones was a bit too early into the paint. Fordham 4, UMass 3, approaching 3 minutes in first half. Straight away Kyle Rose to a curling Darius Quisenberry, who's checked in off the bench. 8 points in his return on Monday. Left side of the lane float. Simbila backing down, working on Stedman with 4 early points. The pivot foot looking to work around the defense, and a foul called on the floor. It will go to Michael Stedman.
And you love the aggressiveness from Abdou Simbila. Early in the season, we would have never seen this. He wasn't taking it to the basket. During this stretch where he's kind of got the scoring 4+ points in 8 of the last 9 games, we've seen the aggression take over.
Stedman picks up his first, UMass's second, with 3 minutes gone by first half. The Rams in front by 1. Michael Stedman will check out with the early foul as TJ Weeks Jr. is inserted. Right block float. Ohams elevating, falling to the floor with possession, and a foul called on the lane entry pass. It will go to Greg Jones, who picks up his second early.
Greg Jones, the guy that UMass, inserted into the starting lineup, did not start last time out. I was a fan of his game. He drilled a 43% three-point shooter. Was surprised he only played 15 minutes. 2 early fouls. We'll see what UMass decides to do with him.
He will check out. DeAndre Dominguez will return to the floor for UMass. Left arc three, Cologne Navarro, all nets. Off the feed from Quisenberry, Josh Cologne Navarro hits the shot. Fordham in front by 4, 7-3. Just over 3 minutes in first half. Straightaway Kelly, near side running the baseline. Far corner kick out to 3 Weeks. Front rim and off. Oham's battling for the underneath the basket rebound. Clamps it down. Quisenberry striding across the midline. Stopping left arc. The ball fake. Near corner pass. The give and go. Left of the lane drive. Stop at the block. Bounce for Oham's. Knocked away. Fernandez slipping down. Quisenberry running down the loose ball near side. Fordham with the basketball in the front court, drawing the midline double team. Bounce for Simbilla, right block Oham's, the two-handed flush off the elevation. Chuba Oham's the feed from Simbilla, the ball movement into the front court through the pressure, and Fordham by 6, 9-3. Approaching 4 minutes into the first half, and a whistle.
Both teams playing very quick these last few possessions. Fernandez running too fast for his own good. When Fordham gets the turnover, you give them credit. They didn't let UMass get set. Good ball movement there to get the dunk.
Fordham with the game's last 5 points and an early 6-point lead. Approaching the 16-minute mark of the first half. Fernandez walking it across the midline. 13 points and 5 of 10 from the field last time out. Dump right block. Dominguez swatted away out through the baseline. And a foul called on Kyle Rose, the weak side pass. And the defense a step late. Rose picks up his first. It's Fordham's third. DeAndre Dominguez headed to the free throw line, averaging 3 points, 2 rebounds off the bench. Had 8 points on 3 of 12 from the field on Monday. Dominguez bubbles in the first. His 12 shots on Monday, a season high. He had 12 combined shots in the previous 12 games.
Nick, and we always talk about, Fordham letting a guy beat them. It was Dominguez last game. There was never a defender within, feet of him. Significant separation he had and did not shoot officially. Made Fordham, wise to leave him open.
He drains the second. Fordham in front by 4, 9-5. 4 minutes in first half. Rams have started 4 of 7 from the field. UMass 1 of 4. Cologne Navarro a step in front of the midline. Right arc, screen left Oham. Straight away, waist-high possession for the Fordham big man. Striding left of the lane, stop. Near side corner, Nowitzki. Ball fake with 10 to shoot. Looking for movement on the baseline. Backing down Dominguez with 6 and with 5. Toward the basket. Right arc feed, Cologne Navarro. Shot fake in the 3. Back heel off, battle for the board. Nowitzki battling with Kelly. Last touched by Fordham. And UMass has possession as we head to the first timeout of the night. The Rams have started 4 of 8 from the field. UMass continuing to struggle on the defensive end of the floor. Fordham 9, UMass 5, 15 of 28 on the first half clock. You're listening to Fordham basketball on WFUV Sports. Rise and fire, right arc 3. Quisenberry knocks it down. Half court heave. Rose gets it to go. Charlton directing traffic to float for Ohams, throws it down.
Fordham men's basketball is headed to D.C. The Rams return to the A-10 tournament in their first season under head coach Kyle Neptune. Join myself, Ryan Gregware, my partner Nick DeLuca, our on-site producer Mike Messina, and the entire WFUV Sports crew with tournament coverage for your Fordham Rams. Their exciting season comes to a close, live on 90.7 FM and YouTube.
Fordham 9, UMass 5, 4.5 minutes in to the first half. Senior night here at the Mullins Center. Fordham looking to clinch a first-round bye in the Atlantic 10 tournament. They could do that with a win tonight for the first time since 2016. Ryan, Fordham has started at 4 of 8 from the field, a solid offensive beginning, and it's been the interior presence of Adu Simbila and Chuba Ohams that has really jumped out.
I'll be honest, Nick, I don't remember the last time we spoke at the first media timeout and they were shooting 50%, right? Usually it's very fast-paced. They're missing a ton of shots. I believe they were 2 of 10 last time out, but I like the move to go inside because we talked about how Stedman is a guy you want to target. Whoever's been on him has taken it to the paint, and that's what's worked early on for Fordham.
Something that worked a bunch last time out. UMass really struggling with that interior defense on the season. And the Rams looking to take advantage en route to what they hope will be a series sweep and a first-round bye in the A-10 tournament. Float near side, Quisenberry back to the basket. Badgered by Fernandez. Up top, right of the lane drive. Righty runner, left short off the glass, but a foul called on the shove. Fernandez, who was in foul trouble on Monday, picks up his first. It's UMass picking up their fourth. Darius Quisenberry heading to the free throw line. And his return to the lineup on Monday, the 8 points on 3 of 11 from the field. Kyle Neptune saying that he still needed to get his legs under him. Hadn't really even practiced before returning to the lineup, but a guy third in the A-10 in scoring at 17 points a game, so valuable, and appreciated the way that he got his teammates involved. Very easy without playing a lot to shoot your team out of the game. Felt like he didn't do that. Hits a pair at the line. Dominguez answering with the straight-on 3. Fordham 11, UMass 8. 5 minutes in first half.
And they're going to give Dominguez that shot all day, so if he shows a willingness to hit that, that could shake things up for the Rams.
8 points on 3 of 12 from the field last time out. Straight on Quisenberry. Over the head pass. Rose the 3. Front rim and off from the right arc. Weak side rebound batted. Kelly looking to run it down far corner. And it's out to the sideline. UMass basketball.
Yeah, good hustle there by Pat Kelly. Diving into the stands, knocking over a chair. You hope, everything's all right over there. That effort from Fordham, something we've seen whoever's on the court.
One of the messages that Kyle Neptune emphasized heading in to this game against UMass. Less about the game plan. These two teams knowing what each other wants to do. Dominguez straight on 3. Back heel and off. Long rebound. Won by Cologne Navarro running into the front court. Stopping up top, Nowitzki trailing. Left arc, Cologne Navarro. Slashes center of the paint. Far corner pass and a travel called on Cologne Navarro.
And that was the right call there. It looked like he got, the ball kind of tangled up in his hands there. Tried to pass it a step earlier. Unable to do so. Fordham turns it over.
Returning to that point heading into tonight, Kyle Neptune saying that we're going to stick with a similar game plan. The goal, as always, to play harder and be more together than the other team, sort of returning to their roots. It was such a quick turnaround. Kelly left of the lane drive, the ball fake, shut off by Riley. His righty runner is too strong. Kelly returns the right arc 3, in and out. Center of the paint rebound. Ball fake TJ Weeks Jr. for UMass. Traffic underneath, off front rim, and it falls. TJ Weeks flexing through the traffic near the basket, and UMass within 1, 11-10, with 6 minutes gone by first half.
Weeks starting last time out versus Fordham on the bench this time in favor of Greg Jones. We'll see what kind of impact he has. 9 points. He has a quick game that can be a disadvantage for Fordham.
UMass a 5-0 run. Quisenberry, the between-the-legs dribble, poked away behind the midline into the backcourt. Quisenberry called for a backcourt violation. Looking to pick possession back up. Ruled that they saw a Quisenberry dribble off the foot. I'm not sure about that call, but Fordham turns it over. Garcia, who's checked into the game. Dominguez stop at the free throw line. Lefty runner, front rim off. Rebound batted around. Dominguez, a second chance, and a lay-in with the left. An area that Fordham was so good in on Monday, the offensive boards. UMass with 4 extra opportunities on the offensive glass in the early going, and they have taken the lead 12-11 with 6.5 minutes elapsed in the first half. Riley, far side outlet, Quisenberry across the midline. Bounce for Ohams, right of the lane, working on Buttrick. Drawing the right block double team, his float for Quisenberry, right elbow jumper. Back heel and off, Buttrick clears for the left side rebound. Fernandez left to right. Left arc stop, TJ Weeks, jab, step, slashing, kick out, Dominguez, wall alone for three. Left rim and off, Ohams, the left block rebound. Chuba Ohams with 3 boards early, striding across the midline. Riley, the ball fake right arc, drawing the right block double team. Back to the basket in the corner, Ohams with 15 to shoot. Floats for Quisenberry, intercepted Weeks. Into the front court, right of the lane drive, lost a handle out to the baseline. And UMass turns it over for a third time in this first half.
Unfortunate break for Fordham. UMass playing too loose on the Chuba Ohams turnover. I think he thought Quisenberry would stay out. He curled into the paint there. Not enough velocity on it. UMass unable to take advantage.
7 minutes, 15 seconds in first half. UMass 12, Fordham 11. The Rams 4 of 10 from the field, 4 turnovers. UMass 4 of 13 from the field, 3 turnovers. Monday night's game started slow. The two teams, as the game progressed, got the shooting going. Riley striding across the midline. Tight defense from Garcia. The outstretched right arm to Badger with 15 to shoot. Riley looking to find a crease. Garcia picked his pocket into the front court, right of the lane drive, rolls it in with the right. Kyle Neptune looking for a double dribble, and Javon Garcia averaging 7 points a game off the bench, the steal and the score.
And this is where we've seen the difference in UMass's offense. If they got that steal last game, they would slow it down. Here, they'd push it to the basket.
Minutemen by 3, 14-11, 8 minutes in first half. Straight on Ohams. Outstretched left arm of Dominguez playing defense with 12 to shoot. Fordham staring into the UMass zone. Rose right arc. Weeks the defense. Screen left Ohams with 7 on the shot clock and 6. Quisenberry left arc 3. It's good. Darius Quisenberry rise and fire, nailing the 3. Fordham evens the score at 14. 11:40 to go first half.
And nice answer to that 7-0 UMass run. That has been the story all season. You need a bucket. It's been Darius Quisenberry.
Dominguez right arc. Fernandez looking for a pass. Shut off by Rose. Straight away butt trick. Left arc back to the basket. Curling Garcia left arc. Ohams the defense. Left elbow Buttrick backing down Quisenberry with 5 and 4 to shoot. Garcia straight on 3. Back heel and off. Ohams the center of the paint. Sky for the rebound. Across the midline. Chuba head of the key stop. Left of the lane drive. Flips it up. Won't go. Follow on the weak side. Flipped up by Simbila, and it falls. Abdus Simbila with 6 first half points on 3 made field goals, and Fordham in front by 2. Fernandez, the left of the lane drive, flipping it up. The body control falling to the floor on the baseline. And the basketball behind him. And a foul called on Fordham, sending us to another timeout. Kyle Rose picks up his first. Fordham their 4th. And at the 10:54 mark of the first half, the Rams in front 16-14. Back to our Rose Hill studios, a one-on-one scoreboard with Will Talent.
The one-on-one scoreboard.
We'll kick this update off with some early A10 action. St. Louis is visiting Rhode Island tonight. URI currently leading 17-15. George Mason is taking on the A10's number 1 team, Davidson. George Mason leads 17-13. The Duquesne Dukes are looking to break their 14-game losing streak tonight against George Washington. George Washington up early 15-14. It's a battle of Philadelphia as St. Joe's takes the short trip to face LaSalle. St. Joe's ahead 20-8. In the top 25, Texas A&M journeys over to Tuscaloosa, where they'll be greeted by the number 25 Alabama Crimson Tide, all knotted up there at 19. The number 5 Auburn Tigers take on the Mississippi State Bulldogs and look to get back on track before the madness ensues. Tip for this one is at 9. Arkansas looks to improve their winning streak to 5 games tonight as they'll play host to LSU. Another 9 o'clock start there to round up the SEC top 25 games. To the Big East, number 18 UConn looks to stay hot ahead of their matchup against Creighton. 8:30 is your tip-off for that one. A must-win for Seton Hall as Georgetown stops by the Prudential Center. Georgetown leads that one 15-14. Marquette is looking to keep their March Madness hopes alive as they travel to Chicago to face DePaul. Tip at 9. Over to the NBA. Joel Embiid, James Harden, and the surging Philadelphia 76ers host the Knicks tonight at the Wells Fargo Center. Tip-off coming shortly. And finally, local hockey action tonight as well. The Rangers welcome in the St. Louis Blues this evening at the Garden. Puck drop scheduled for 7:30. With the 101 scoreboard, I'm Will Talent.
Thanks, Will. A 5-0 Fordham run to take them to a 16-14 first half lead. 10:54 to go in the first. Fernandez fouled heading into that media timeout. The leading scorer for UMass, who bounced back pretty nicely after being shut out by Dayton a week ago, has 22 points in his last two. And shot just 23% over a 6-game stretch, and then bounced back on Monday, 5 of 10 from the field. Heads to the free throw line. His first is pure.
And just 8.1 points per game over the last 9 games. So Fernandez in a bit of a slump here. Fordham looking to kind of tee into that. He just has his first point of the game.
Chuba Ohams, Kyle Rose, Josh Colon-Navarro, Abdou Simbila, and Zach Riley, the 5 on the floor for Kyle Neptune. Chuba Ohams getting the wrist taped up on the near side. Appears good to go. Fernandez knocks down the pair. Square at 16, 10:54 to go first half. Soft backcourt pressure. Colon-Navarro taking the double team on. Stopping, and the float near side for Rose across the midline. Some more backcourt pressure from UMass and head coach Matt McCall. Perhaps trying some things out now with not much to lose. Right arc Colon-Navarro straight on Ohams with 7 to shoot. Near corner 3, Riley is good. Zach Riley, the catch and shoot over Fernandez, his first points tonight. Fordham by 3, 19-16, approaching the midway mark of the first half.
Riley played just 4 minutes last game, had 5 quick points, really impressive down the stretch. He's someone that's earned a lot more trust throughout the season.
Right elbow jumper, Stedman in and out. The rebound fumbled by Simbila out through the baseline. So UMass with a break and an extra possession. Minutemen and Fordham deadlocked at 9 in the rebounding battle. Fordham 9-6 when winning that this season. Stedman on the float, baseline stop at the A-10 stamp. Lefty sky hook, front rim and off. A travel called anyway. The ball back to Fordham in front by 3. 10:09 to go first half. Josh Colon-Navarro walking it across the midline. 3 points on 1 of 2 from the field in the first 10 minutes of play. Right arc Riley, swing for Quisenberry straight on, defended by C.J. Kelly. The junior badgering with 10 to shoot. Colon-Navarro jump stop, 3 feet in front of the midline with 8 to shoot and 7 with 6. Colon-Navarro up top with 4, left of the lane drive. Righty runner left short. Ohams to flip up, too strong off the glass. Simbila, the strong side follow off left rim, and the underneath the basket board for C.J. Kelly. Transition UMass, shot fake to 3, right rim and off from Weeks, and the loose ball foul called on Garcia with Quisenberry well positioned for the near side rebound.
And miraculously, that last offensive possession for Fordham, without getting a shot off the first 27 seconds of the shot clock, we're able to get 2 good looks from Chuba Ohams and Abdou Simbila, just unable to get either to fall.
Fordham 7 of 16 from the field. That's 44% for the opening 10-plus minutes, and UMass 5 of 17 at 30% as their shooting struggles have continued. Quisenberry racing across the midline, right arc Rome, the flip for Rose, and then curling straight away Colon-Navarro. Shoulder high possession, left arc Quisenberry. Straight away Colon-Navarro with 12 on the shot clock. Quisenberry left arc with 10, defended by Kelly, jab step, left arc 3. In and out, one-armed offensive board underneath. Ohams drawing the triple team right block, and a tie-up with a whistle. And Chuba Ohams drawing the foul after working through 3 UMass Minutemen to rip down the offensive rebound.
You wonder why he's 5th in the nation in rebounds. It's plays like that, 3 guys on him, only 1 arm available, and he still comes down with it.
2 points, 5 rebounds first half. Quisenberry right of the lane, backing down Kelly. Back to the basket with 10, curling Cologne Navarro, righty runner, off glass, too strong, and the left block rebound for Stedman. Garcia into the front court, finger roll straight on is good. Javon Garcia with 2 early buckets. UMass behind by 1, 19-18 Fordham. 8.5 minutes to go first half. Left arc Quisenberry stopping on the baseline, back to the basket, defended by Kelly. Left elbow double team Ohams, the over the head float, Rose extra pass, right arc Cologne Navarro. Clears Quisenberry, left arc 3. Left rim and off, Simbila the tip up, too strong, gets another offensive board and is called for a center of the paint travel.
And I don't think he was expecting to be that open under the basket. Had a chance to flip it up, didn't do so. The intensity up top wasn't there. He, though, Nick, early in this one has done a really good job on the offensive glass.
Had a season high 6 points and 5 rebounds against UMass on Monday. And Abdu with 6 points and 4 boards in the first half already. A guy that Kyle Neptune has praised for just continuing to get better and better. Free throw line bounce in and out of the hands of Stedman. Fordham into the front court running. Riley right of the lane. Stops near corner kick out. Rose extra pass. Nowitzki ball on the floor. Baseline drive and a charge called. Rastik Nowitzki with the contact to Weeks Jr. falling to the floor. And Fordham turns it over to send us to another timeout. 7:52 remaining in the opening half. Fordham 19, UMass 18. The Rams looking to get the offense going. Scoreless in almost 3 minutes. You're listening to Fordham basketball on WFUV Sports.
Hi, I'm Michael Calamari, reminding you to tune into New York's longest-running sports call-in show, One on One. Catch all the breaking sports news, hot takes, inside scoops from our beat reporters, and interviews with people around the world of sports. One on One airs every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on YouTube Live, and once again at night from 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. on 90.7 FM. Want more One on One? Catch our Wednesday edition of the show, One on One nightly from 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Twitter and YouTube Live. Join the conversation and tune in to One on One, New York's longest-running sports call-in show.
$7:52 to go first half. Fordham 19, UMass 18. The Rams scoreless in almost 3 minutes, and it feels like they are taking a lot of time to get into their offense in the half court.
It's almost like they're kind of feeling out UMass, which is strange only because you just played them 2 games ago. You saw what worked. You were able to hit threes. You were able to give the Chuba Oms down low one-on-one, and if he was getting doubled, you kicked it out. But it's very interesting. They're taking time in the shot clock. They are still pounding inside, Nick. The results, though, 35% from the field, haven't been there early in this one.
And on the other side for UMass, of course, a really interesting situation, knowing that your head coach was just fired a day ago, but he's going to continue to stay on the bench. So far, the effort has been there for the Minutemen.
And we talked about it earlier. What do they have to lose, right? Absolutely nothing. These guys now, you can turn it almost as a positive. They're playing for the UMass careers, right? Who knows if the new coach is going to want these guys on the team. This is almost an audition to show whoever it is that they belong in Amherst.
With reporting coming that UMass is prepared to back up the Brinks truck on luring a high-profile candidate to take over. Asked Kyle Neptune if he had any experience, perhaps as an assistant coach, facing a team in this situation. He said, I'm not so sure anybody has any experience in a situation like this. Really unique. I'm just going to focus on what we can control and look for a win tonight. Fordham in front by 1, 19-18. Straight away, Rich Kelly with UMass into the front court. UMass has started 6 of 18 from the field. Kelly, the center of the paint drive, kick out, near corner 3, Buttrick. All net. Trent Buttrick, guy who has slowed down recently, 6 points a game over his last 5, just 13 field goal attempts in his last 5 games. He's averaging 8 per game on the year, and UMass in front by 2, 21-19, as Buttrick is into the scoring column. Left arc float for Rose. The foul away from the basketball. The screen by Kelly setting it up. And Fordham Another first half turnover. It's their 8th.
And Kelly on the offensive attack. Last possession, really good job luring Chuba Oams in the paint with the double, then kicking it out to Buttrick.
The foul will not go to Pat Kelly. It will go to Kyle Rose, who picks up his second here with 7 minutes remaining first half. UMass in front by 2 with the basketball. Kelly straight away. Between the legs dribble, working on Ohams. Slashes center of the paint. Righty runner. Too strong. Left block rebound Ohams. Long flow to the outlet across the midline. Rose off the flip. Baseline drive. Reverse layup with the right. Goes down. Kyle Rose on the drive. The assist by Cologne Navarro. Fordham ties it at 21. 6.5 to go first half.
And Rose, like a lot of these guys, when he doesn't score, he can still impact a team in a positive way. Fantastic defender, but good drive right there with the finish.
C.J. Kelly averaging 11 and 4. The dump. Buttrick, the one-handed slam. On the right block, Trent Buttrick off a beautiful feed by Kelly. And the guy who scored just 2 points on Monday has scored 6 in the opening half tonight. UMass in front by 2, 23-21. Backdoor cut. Rose left it strong. Right block rebound Buttrick. Golden opportunity for Rose. Couldn't convert. Kelly straight away, stopping head of the key. Buttrick steps back. Defense from Ohams. The ball fake. Kelly curling around. Knocked away by Rose. Out through the near sideline. UMass keeps it with 17 on the shot clock.
And with Ohams on Kelly, you're luring him out of the paint there. So that's big for UMass because if you're able to get a shot up, you're likely going to have sides in the paint there. I think Fordham coming out of that will try to get him down low.
UMass 23, Fordham 21, 5:54 remaining in the opening half. Kelly straight away. Has not scored tonight on 0-3 from the field. Left to the lane drive, the stop. The dump on the flip underneath. Reverse layup Weeks Jr. in off the glass. The feed from Kelly getting others involved. UMass by 4, 25-21. 5.5 minutes to go first half.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about, Nick, because Chuba Oams was guarding the three-point line. UMass able to take it inside and get the bucket.
Near corner 3, Kelly. Right rim off. Buttrick, the underneath the basket rebound. He's got 4 in the first half. Rich Kelly with 12 points last time out on Monday. Between the legs dribble, right of the lane drive, behind the back pass. And he is fouled before he got rid of the basketball. Nearing stepping on the baseline, but he got rid of the ball first. It's Fordham 7, so Kelly will head to the free throw line for 1-1. The A-10's top three-point shooter at 48%, averaging 12.5 points a game on the season. The grad transfer from Boston College, his first all net.
And he really impressed me last time out, and it wasn't a three-point shooting. He went 0 for 1. That was a season low in attempts. It was how he was able to still score without the three-point shot. 5 for 6 from the field, a few good drives, a few pull-up jumpers. He's more talented than just the three-point shot.
His second in and out. Weeks Jr. the follow. Lefty sky hook goes down. T.J. Weeks Jr., a force on the interior. UMass out to its largest lead of the first half. That's 7 as part of a 7-0 run in the last 90 seconds. Straight away, Quisenberry with 15 to shoot. Dribbles around Garcia. Stop left elbow, backing down Ohams. Draws the left block double team. Low pass, Simbilla rips it away with 6 and with 5. The tomahawk slam. Oh, what a dunk by Abdus Simbilla. Catching a body. And Fordham within 5, 4.5 minutes to go first half. Free throw line jumper Buttrick, front rim and off. Simbilla, the right block rebound.
Simbilla 8 and 5 early. His best half, maybe even full game of the season in this one.
The float by Quisenberry, picked off by Fernandez. Left to right front court. Kelly, center of the paint. Euro step in off the glass, plus the foul. Rich Kelly driving to the bucket, drawing the contact, and UMass by 7, 30-23, 4:14 to go in the first half. Kelly with a chance for one more at the stripe.
And we've seen how UMass has adjusted in this game from last time out. One of the reasons they say it's so hard to beat a team twice in a week because they just saw what you wanted to do. Well, UMass knows that Fordham wants to get them in the half court. They are not letting them do that and pushing the basketball. It's worked a lot early on.
Kelly sinks the free throw. It's a 10-2 UMass run. The Minutemen in front by 8, 31-23 in the final 4 minutes of the first half. Josh Cologne Navarro The walking dribble across the midline, shielded by Fernandez. Riley rips away possession, left arc, bounce near side for Ohams with 12 on the shot clock. Left block double team, Riley the kick out. Straight away Cologne Navarro, right arc 3 Quisenberry. Left rim and off, long rebound for Cologne Navarro, hits 3. Right rim and off, Riley the baseline board, lays it in with the right. Fordham working the offensive glass, Riley straight away to the goal, and Fordham trails by 6, 31-25, 3.5 to go first half. Left arc Buttrick, guarded by Simbilla, curling around Weeks Jr. Buttrick keeps it, the one-on possession straight away, Garcia. The jab step, left arc Kelly with 9 to shoot and 8. Kelly curling around, defended by Simbilla, step back straight on 3. It's good! Rich Kelly, who had attempted just 6 3-pointers in his last 3 games, that's the lowest in a 3-game stretch this year, nails one in this first half. UMass by 9. Right block stop. Ohams had possession ripped away. Contact to his right wrist. The foul going to Javon Garcia. UMass with his 7th team foul. So Ohams will head to the free throw line to shoot 1-1 with Garcia picking up his second. 2:59 to go first half. UMass 34, Fordham 25. Back to our Rose Hill Studios, a one-on-one scoreboard with Will Talling.
The one-on-one scoreboard.
Another break, another update coming your way. Inside the A10, St. Louis trails Rhode Island 30-25. St. Joseph's up top 34-22. George Washington ahead 30-28 against Duquesne. George Mason leading top-seeded A10 team Davidson 28-24. Alabama up 32-30 over Texas A&M. In the Big East, Seton Hall up 33-24 with less than 3 minutes to go in that one. UConn and Creighton will face off. Number 18 UConn at 8:30. Over in the NBA, the Knicks will play against the 76ers tonight. Tip-off coming your way shortly. And in the NHL, the Rangers will host the St. Louis Blues. Puck drop at 7:30. With the one-on-one scoreboard, I'm Will Talent.
.259 to go first half. UMass 34, Fordham 25. The Rams on the wrong end of a UMass run to jolt out in front. Fordham shooting at 37% in the opening half. UMass up to 46%. Knew that the shooting would come around at some point for the Minutemen, and they're making Fordham pay.
And this is exactly what they even told us post-game, that when you're at home, you just shoot better. That's the nature of college basketball, so that's no surprise there. I think on the offensive side for Fordham, you're still lacking identity. Chuba Ohams just with 2 points. I feel like 3 shots in this one at almost halftime. You want him to increase that. He has 2 free throws coming up. It's big to hit these and get some momentum.
Ohams a couple of bounces, bends the knees. The front end of the 1-and-1 coming up, and it rolls in. Would have had, surprise, surprise, an extra opportunity with a lane violation, but he makes the first free throw. Fordham trails by 8, 34-26. Second from Ohams, flips it up. High arcing shot goes down. Ohams 2 out of 2 at the line with 4 first half points, and Fordham trails by 7, 34-27. Kelly into the front court off the bounce, guarded by Quisenberry. One of 4 UMass starters shooting over 36% from 3. TJ Weeks Jr., the baseline bounce. Buttrick working on the defense from Quisenberry. Dribbled it off his foot, tried to paddle it along, and it's out through the far sideline. A UMass turnover. Their 6th of the first half.
And Fordham, they brought the pressure there. Full court press on UMass there. It's something they've struggled with throughout the year. So now to try to get back into this one, get them out of a funk offensively, that's how Fordham's going to do it.
Center of the court float by Rose. In and out of the hands is Simbilla. Fordham turns it over. UMass surging to the front court. Weeks elevating toward the goal. Left it short off front rim, but a foul called on the interior. And Fordham sloppy on the inbounds pass, and Kyle Rose, perhaps more importantly, picks up his third foul.
Yeah, you need Kyle Rose in this game. The defense that he played on Fernandez last time was crucial. It, kind of stopped him from pushing the basketball. Something UMass has done a lot early in this one, so you need to keep him in this game at all costs.
TJ Weeks hits the first. The redshirt sophomore up to 7 first-half points on 3 of 6 from the field. Couple of bounces, his lefty second goes down. UMass back in front by 9, 36-27 in the final 2.5 minutes of the first half. TJ Weeks, a UMass high 8 points in the opening half. Quisenberry shielding off the soft backcourt pressure from Kelly, takes a tumble right arc. Possession scooped up Simbila. Right arc Ohams settling the Fordham offense. Back to the basket, Cologne Navarro with 12 to shoot. Foot in front of the midline. Straight away Ohams back to the basket up top. Right of the lane drive on Weeks. Righty runner in and out. Battle for the underneath the basket rebound. Clamped by Simbila. Back up and in with the right. Abdus Simbila with 10 first half points on 5 field goals, and Fordham trails by 7, 36-29. Final 2 minutes first half. Fernandez yo-yo dribble, fall away from 15. It goes down. Tough shot by Fernandez over the wingspan of Ohams, and UMass in front by 9, 38-29. 1:30 remaining first half. Left arc Ohams, the defense from Weeks, left of the lane drive, jump stop, adjustment, left it off right rim underneath the basketboard Weeks. Long pass in transition, knocked away by Kelly. Riley battling for it near side, couldn't save it. And UMass keeps possession with 1:24 remaining first half. The Minutemen 38, Fordham 29. UMass has hit 6 of their last 7 shots from the field. En route to a 9-point lead in the first half. Kelly attacking center of the paint. Righty scoop layup, rolls off lefts. Ohams battling for the board underneath. He last touched it. Contended by Jones. And UMass will keep it with 20 on the shot clock, 1:14 to go first half.
And that's been another reason they've been so successful. They're fighting for every loose ball, every offensive rebound they're putting a hand on.
Straight on 3, Jones knocks it down. UMass hits a 5th three-pointer of the opening half. And the Minutemen out to a 12-point first half lead, 41-29. Final minute first half. Quisenberry right arc, the shoulder into the defense of Fernandez. He falls to the floor, a block called. As Darius Quisenberry showing off that aggressiveness, and Fernandez looking to draw the offensive foul, is called for the block there. And Quisenberry will head to the free throw line at the 8th team foul on UMass.
That is something that Fordham really missed in his absence. It's the cheap points, right? The ability for him to get at the line, causing the body control to get, the foul to go his way. Fordham has not had that when he's been out.
Fernandez picks up his 2nd foul. As Quisenberry hits the first, Fordham trails by 11, 41-30. Darius Quisenberry with 6 first half points, make it 7 as he sinks the free throw. Heads out to the Fordham bench near side. Pat Kelly checks in. Rams trail by 10, 41-31, and the final 54 seconds first half. UMass has shot at 48% from the field in the opening half. Straight away, Rich Kelly, long 3 from 25 is all net. Rich Kelly from the edge of the logo. And UMass in front by 13, 44-31, final half-minute first half.
And you saw Josh Cologne Navarro just kind of gesturing there, putting your hand up. What are you going to do? That is a super deep 3 for Kelly. Early in the shot clock, not sure what else Fordham can do defending that.
Riley across the midline. Kyle Neptune wants a timeout to set up the final possession of the first half. UMass 44, Fordham 31, 28.6 to go. You're listening to Fordham basketball on WFUV Sports.
Be sure to stick around for the one-on-one halftime report with Thomas Hale and Will Town. They'll break down the first half action along with the preview of the second half.
UMass has hit 5 of its last 6 from the field, 4 of its last 5 three-pointers. And Rich Kelly has hit 3 of his last 4 from the field, including that long-range 3 to put UMass in front by 13.
This is the UMass offense that we saw in the early parts of the year. 46% from 3, and they're just drilling deep shots, right? Fordham can't really do anything when Kelly is hitting those, so Fordham definitely has their work cut out for them. We've seen what this offense is capable of.
And for a UMass team that had struggled a bit offensively, that not something they can afford with the way that they play defense. Not tonight. After shooting 24% from long range in their last 3 games, they have shot at 5 of 11 in this opening half. 4-second differential between shot and game clock. Fordham trailing by 13 in the final 20 seconds of the first half. Quisenberry standing still, ball held at his waist, 3 feet in front of the midline with 11, 7 on the shot clock. Charlton left elbow, right arc 3, Quisenberry, front rim and off. Charlton off the extra pass, left of the lane drive. Kelly straight on the 3, back heel and off, and that closes out the opening half. UMass hits its final 4 of 5 shots to close out the opening 20 minutes of play, and the Minutemen, thanks to some strong first half shooting, take a 13-point lead into the break. UMass 44, Fordham 31. Back to our Rose Hill studios, the one-on-one halftime report with Thomas Aiello and Will Talent.
The one-on-one halftime report.
The state of the union is that we are in March and inching closer to the famed NCAA tournament. Hello, everyone, and welcome into the one-on-one halftime report. I am Thomas Aiello. Surprise, surprise, I'm here. Score right now is 44-31. UMass Minutemen hitting 4 of their last 5, as Nick DeLuca had said. But before I continue on my rant about halftime in this first half, we're going to send it to Will Talent for a one-on-one scoreboard update. Will.
The one-on-one scoreboard.
Right into the A10 action, St. Louis and Rhode Island. URI currently leading 32-27 at the half. Davidson has reclaimed the lead over George Mason, 30-28. Duquesne and George Washington, 30-28 GW at halftime. St. Joe's leads LaSalle, 36-24. For the top 25 slate, number 25 Alabama and Texas A&M. Alabama in front 40-37. Number 5 Auburn heads over to the Humphrey Coliseum to face Mississippi State. 9 o'clock tip for that one. Arkansas is looking to win their 5th straight game tonight as they'll play host to LSU, another 9 o'clock start time. In the Big East, number 18 UConn and Creighton will square off at 8:30 in Omaha. As for other matchups in college basketball, Seton Hall ahead of Georgetown, 37-34 with seconds to go in the first half. Marquette in Chicago to face DePaul, tip at 9. Some NBA action, the Knicks and Sixers just tipped off. 8-4 is your score, the Knicks lead early. In the NHL, the Rangers and Blues are underway. 15 minutes to go in the first period. With the one-on-one scoreboard, I'm Will Talent.
Such a talented media member, Will, doing a good job with the one-on-one scoreboard updates. Now, before I begin here on this analysis of the first half, Will, I actually had another open for this halftime report.
Oh, really?
It was about Ash Wednesday. So I was either between that or the State of the Union. I thought State of the Union was just a little bit more interesting. But Ash Wednesday, could have gone with that. But welcome to Lent. Anyway, we have a basketball game. The Fordham Rams down to the UMass Minutemen 44-31. Let's start on the UMass side of things. Rich Kelly, the grad student from Boston College, 10 points on 2 of 3 shooting from long range. He had an absolute bomb. I think it was about like 5 or 6 feet maybe behind the three-point arc. That certainly does not help things. Fordham is, again, I will repeat this one more time. The Fordham Rams are one of the best defensive teams in the country. They are ranked going into this game 68th in the nation in defensive rating and 46th in Ken Palm's adjusted defensive efficiency. They have given up 44 points and somehow were in the double bonus at the end of this first half. Antrell Charlton having 2 fouls and playing 3 minutes does not help things. Pat Kelly only playing 6 minutes, not hitting anything doesn't help things. As well as Chuba Ohams is only 1 for 5 right now. That, of course, does not help things. But it's been the Abdou Simbila show. 10 points, 6 rebounds on 5 of 8 shooting, and a thunder dunk in that first half. He essentially put the UMass defender to sleep with a one-handed tomahawk rim rocker. But the biggest standout to me so far has been Darius Quisenberry for Fordham, 1 of 6 from the field. Now, I understand he's still trying to get his sea legs back under him, but right now, if you're Fordham, clearly the 3 ball is just not working, 25% from range. UMass is shooting 46, if you round up, 46% from three-point land. So if you're Fordham, Will, going into this second half, I would have to guess, and if you probably agree, Kyle Neptune's going to say, go straight to the basket. This 3-point thing's not working right now.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Tom. I mean, they're working down low with Simbila. 10 points, as you said, 5 for 8 from the field. Hopefully, with Simbila maybe getting some more looks, that'll open up some more looks for Chuba, as well as a few games ago, Chuba had to get going more in the second half. I believe it was the VCU game. He had a
it was the VCU game.
Pretty lackluster first half, and then turned it on despite the loss, turned it on in the second half. So by getting Simbila some more looks, he may not score as much as he did in the first half, but it'll open up some more looks for guys on the floor.
Well, it doesn't. I would say the VCU's press is not the easiest.
Well, we're talking with 2 different defensive teams, but just as an example.
VCU's press is that is an entity in and of itself.
Something to watch.
Oh, yeah, something to watch, all right, I'll say. But yeah, I mean, UMass, they've come out tonight on their senior night, guns ablaze. But I do want to highlight Matt McCall, who is he is going to be relieved of his duties at the end of the season. Now, of course, UMass, for those of you that are avid college basketball fans, clearly they are not anywhere near a Derek Kellogg or a Travis Ford product. But Matt McCall came to UMass in 2017. There were serious expectations for him and this crew, and he has unsuccessfully taken the Minutemen anywhere beyond the Atlantic 10 tournament. I mean, it has just been 500 or below pretty much the entire way. It also doesn't help he lost Trey Mitchell, who was his star center, to the transfer portal, and he ended up with Chris Beard out in Texas, so that certainly does not make matters any better. But the biggest issue to me, now I'm crediting them playing defense tonight, Matt McCall's 5 seasons at UMass, they have been rated in the following in defensive rating in the nation. This is out of 358 Division I teams. 294th, 287th, 249th, 125th, and this year they are rated 351st out of 358 possible Division I teams in terms of their defensive rating. I mean, that to me is astonishing.
It's unacceptable.
There you go. Is it even? Can we say is it impressive? I don't
for
think
how
so.
bad it is.
Yeah, for how bad it is. Is that possible? I mean,
maybe.
This last number is just wild as hell. The 351 out of 358. Now I would assume that UMass and their AD are going to wait until after April 1st because the buyout number becomes 425,000 compared to if he gets canned before March 31st. They would have to owe him half of his salary this year, which is $750K, and half of his salary next year, which is $850K. I don't think they want to do 2 payments in one. Other stuff to note here in this first half, Chuba Oham's 6 rebounds. As I had mentioned, he's got to get going, and Will said it as well. He actually now ties John Coleman for 12th all-time in Fordham history in all-time rebounds. He needs 1 more to pass him. He will move up to 12th if he does that. He actually passed Charlie Yelverton last game for 13th all-time. Now, that is a name you want to pass if you are any Fordham player, former All-American. But nonetheless, Josh Colon-Navarro, 1 of 5. He had a pretty nice game last game. He actually has scored in double digits in 4 out of his last 6, 3 in which he scored 15. He has been MIA so far. Kyle Rose, 0 of 2 from the 3, 1 of 4 from the field, had a point-blank layup that he missed. That's never good. And to make matters worse, I guess there were no defenders in the general area. The shooting, as I said, Will, has not been good, but there is good things to take away from this. The rebounding has been exceptional today for Fordham. That is kind of what is keeping them in this game.
Well, they are out-rebounding them in general. That 20 rebounds for Fordham to UMass's 17. They're also out-rebounding them on offense, too. So that's not really an issue. I think you can go back to what we were talking about. If you dish it down low and try to work that, UMass is probably going to clamp that down. So that's going to open some more looks outside, and maybe those shots start falling on the perimeter there. But they're not out of this game yet. This game is far from over. As I said, I would expect to see that exact gameplay from Kyle Neptune, and also what I said in the beginning, really need to see Chuba going. I need to see a Chuba double-double.
Yeah, we need it as well. I don't want to bring up another record. I'll save that for the post game. I'm not going to bring it up now.
Record book himself.
I am the record book, probably, right?
I would think so. You're the only one with a binder with laminated pages for your own personal copy.
Joe DeBarry is the stat man, so I do digress to him. But TJ Weeks Jr. for UMass, 8 points. He's also giving Fordham some fits. 3 of 6 shooting, also 5 rebounds. He's stolen a couple of offensive rebounds that you really don't like if you're Kyle Neptune. Now, something else I would like to highlight is the last couple of games, Fordham has been going to the let's post up the bigs, draw a double team, and kick it out to the shooters. They have really not been going They have not been going to that too much tonight. I would like to see that happen more because if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Oh, exactly. It's not working right now. But
I wouldn't say it's not working. They just haven't gone to it enough. And when they have, stuff has happened. But tonight they're just not falling, at least here in the second half. Again, 25% from 3, 35% overall from the field for the Rams to UMass's insane 48% from field goal range and 46% from 3. So there's a lot to unpack with this first half for sure. Fordham in the double bonus, UMass in the bonus. That is another thing you have to highlight. But the other thing is the turnovers for Fordham, and they have been yikes. That's the only word I've got for you right now is yikes. 10 as a team, at least 3 players with 2 or more. The turnovers is just that to me in basketball is more of mental lapses, and there are a couple that I will admit for Fordham have sort of been out of control. Some of them, though, are very avoidable, and it's a mixed bag with how you get turnovers most nights. But if you're a team and it's just 10 in the first half is a little concerning, and that's going to have to be cleaned up going into half number 2. I would imagine the pace of play for Fordham would have to probably slow down.
Absolutely, Thomas. I feel like it's been kind of a story all year with the turnovers. It's been a problem for them, and the personal fouls too. Kyle Rose already has 3 at halftime. That's not going to get the job done. So hopefully they cut that down and we'll get some good basketball coming our way.
Antro Charlton has only played 3 minutes because of 2 fouls, but that is enough from me and Will. We're going to throw it back to our boys out in Amherst, Nick DeLuca and Ryan Gregware, prepping us up for that second half. Guys, take it away.
Back here from the Mullins Center, just about set for the second half of play. Fordham trailing UMass by 13, 44-31 at the break. Nick DeLuca, Ryan Gregware, our on-site producer Mike Calamari. Just heard from Tom Aiello, Will Talent, Mike Messina helping us out in our Rose Hill studios as well. Fordham shooting at 35% from the field to UMass's 48%. The shooting, while not great for Fordham, it really hasn't been great all season. What jumps out at you is 44 points in the first half for UMass.
I think any game you look at Fordham having 31 points at halftime, you say, okay, it's not the end of the world. That's been around what this team is this year. You have to focus on the defense, Nick. That has been the story. 44 given up. I don't remember the last time it was a number that high. 45% from 3, 49 from the field. UMass has done a great job settling in, attacking Fordham in transition, doing what they didn't do in that first game. With Fordham's offense down, it's allowed them to build a double-digit lead.
It's been in transition. It's also been from long range. UMass 5 of 11 from three-point range. They hit only 6 back on Monday. The shooting has been better. Some of it Fordham will live with. There have been some good shooting performances for UMass in that first half.
Yeah, and you look at, Kelly taking some deep threes where I'm not sure you could even play tighter defense, super deep from the logo, just absurd shots there that you will live with. But at the same time, there have been some collapses. There have been some times where you maybe bring a double into the paint, an open shooter, one of the guys that you single out as not wanting to take a shot, gets a look. Those are the plays, though, Nick, you have to adjust in the second half. You can box out on the glass and can prevent the guys from hitting open shots.
Rich Kelly with a UMass high 10 points in that opening half. Trent Buttrick adding 6. He had just 2 on Monday. Fernandez, UMass's leading scorer, with 4. And some of the role players for the Minutemen coming through in that opening half. Rich Kelly with 8. And DeAndre Dominguez with 7 to pace the Minutemen to 44 first-half points. For Fordham on the other side, 10 first-half points from Abdou Simbila. He has been aggressive and is playing his best game of the season.
Yeah, this hasn't been something we've seen this year. The 8 shot attempts, too, I think that's what you really look at. When he's getting the basketball down low, he's taking it up every single time. His kind of improvement throughout the year, we talk about it a lot. It's been a theme with Simbila when he does something, but this is the first time you can really see it being prevalent in the stat sheet.
Darius Quisenberry still trying to find his way back. 7 first-half points on just 1 of 6 from the field, but that ability to get to the free throw line.
Yeah, efficiency is never, been Darius Quisenberry's game, under 40% for the year, but as you mentioned, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. When you get late in the game, when the bonus becomes a factor, that's when Quisenberry thrives. He'll go from 5 to 15 points in a heartbeat. That's kind of been his game throughout the year, so he's not someone I'm concerned about scoring. It's really everything else outside of him. How can Fordham kind of piece this together?
Back on Monday, Chuba Ohams with a career-high 23 points. Tonight, just 4 in the opening 20 minutes, has 6 rebounds, 1 of 5 from the field.
They've done a good job of kind of not letting him drive inside. That was something where he got a lot of his points. Stedman's guarding him. He would sidestep. He would get to the paint. They've kind of cut that off. Simbilla's been the guy they'd let beat him, and to his credit, he has. But taking out OM, it's going to be something that Fordham's need to rearrange here, because he's someone you need to get going if you want a shot in this one.
The Rams looking to square things away on the defensive end of the floor. Some of the source of the struggles, foul trouble. Antrell Charlton playing just 3 minutes in the opening half with a couple of personal fouls, and Kyle Rose, Fordham's best defender, with 3 in the first 20 minutes. So the Rams trying to get guys back out onto the floor and defending at a high level. Ball back in play with UMass, starting it on offense, on top by 13 to open the second half, looking for a victory on Senior Day. Back to the basket, Rich Kelly, over the head pass, the dump off, Stedman right to the lane drive, Simbila the defense, flips it up, off left rim, and it rolls out, but a foul called on Abdou Simbila. The brick wall on the interior, but Stedman going right at him, and Simbila picks up his first and Fordham's first.
And Simbila doing the classic keeping your hands up after the foul, kind of showing that you did not deserve to get that foul called on you. Fortunate for Fordham, it's just his first, but giving UMass chances at the free throw line, not how Fordham's going to be able to bridge this gap.
Stedman in and out, has 2 points in the opening 20 minutes plus. He's been in double figures in 5 of 6, and he bricks the second center of the paint rebound for Chuba Ohams. That's his 7th. Antrell Charlton playing just 3 minutes in that first half across the midline. He's been so important to Fordham on both ends of the floor, moving the basketball and defending. Straight away, Chuba Ohams head of the key, left of the lane drive. Buttrick hitting the deck. The lefty finish off the glass by Ohams. 6 points into the second half. Fordham trails by 11, 44-33. A minute in, Kelly stops center of the paint. His righty hook shot left short. Right of the lane rebound for Kyle Rose. Rams looking to get the offense going in this second half. Baseline to the block. Simbila, the drive, too strong. Weak side rebound for UMass. Stedman pushing. Left arc 3, Fernandez in transition. Left rim and off. Battle for the baseline board, won by Stedman. Turnaround hook shot with the right goes down. Michael Stedman working the boards, has 4 points tonight. UMass extends the lead back to 13, 46-33, a minute and a half in to the second half.
The second chance opportunity is something I alluded to during that halftime. That is something with Fordham. The shooting you can't always control. That is something you can.
UMass with 9 offensive boards tonight. Near corner 3, Cologne Navarro knocks it down. Second 3 of the night for Josh Cologne Navarro on the catch and shoot. Fordham within 10, 46-36, 2 minutes in to the second half. Rich Kelly with a UMass side 10 points. Bounces left arc for Buttrick. Fordham trying to settle in defensively. Kelly the bounce left of the lane. With Stedman backing down. Simbila hitting the deck, and it's a block in the center of the paint. Abdu Simbila picking up his second foul here in the first 2+ minutes of the second half.
And Simbila picking up that quick foul. Not sure I would have taken that gamble that he did there. Don't know if it's worth it after having one within the first 2 minutes.
Fordham outscoring UMass 5-2 in the early stages second half. Left of the lane, Stedman. Simbila the defense with 15 on the shot clock. Righty sky hook bubbles in, but a travel called. Cal Neptune all over it near side. Stedman taking an extra step, and UMass turns it over. Rams with possession, trailing by 10. Kyle Rose working on the pressure by Kelly across the midline. Between the legs dribble, stop at the elbow. Straight away Ohams. Striding right of the lane, backing down. Buttrick the defense. UMass in zone, the float. Charlton right arc with 10 to shoot. Spins, A10 stamp, the pass near corner. Rose tight roping, the flip straight away. Deflected Charlton with 3 on the clock, 2. Far corner 3, Rose. It's good. As the shot clock expires, Kyle Rose all alone knocks it down. Fordham within 7, 3 minutes in second half. Right block bounce, possession batted away. Ohams clamps it. Fordham forcing another turnover. Cologne Navarro near side 3. Front rim and off. Buttrick the near side rebound. Fordham shooting 3 of 5 to start in this second half. Forcing a couple of turnovers. Kelly head to the key, right of the lane, flips it up with the right. Off glass it falls. Rich Kelly to 12 points in this one. And UMass a 9-point lead, 48-39, approaching the 3.5-minute in mark second half. Step back 3 straight on Rose. Left rim and off. Left block rebound Buttrick. Near side outlet, Weeks into the front court, defended by Charlton. Righty runner goes down. TJ Weeks has been active on the offensive end, 10 points tonight. UMass, the lead back into double figures, 50-39, 4 minutes in second half.
Last few possessions, Fordham taking threes very early in the shot clock. It's allowed UMass, after those shots missed, to push it the other way and get some baskets.
Hesitation dribble, stepping back Charlton, and a foul called on UMass. Noah Fernandez will pick it up on a reach-in. It's his third, and Fordham at the Mullins Center, known for both basketball and hockey, will make a line change in this spot. Quisenberry, Kelly, Riley, and Nowitzki all coming in. Charlton, the lone Fordham Ram to remain on the floor. Simbila, Ohams, Rose, and Cologne Navarro check out. Left elbow, Charlton the pass, near side Quisenberry with 12 on the shot clock. Bounce to the arc, Kelly. Left arc, Charlton. Screen from Nowitzki. Free throw line jumper. Back heel and off. Nowitzki to board. Straight on 3, Charlton. Bubbles in. Antrell Charlton on a second chance opportunity. Fordham now 6 of 16 from downtown. And the Rams within 8, 50-42. 15-40 on the second half clock. Right arc, Weeks. Hesitation dribble. The lefty leaner. Front rim off. Quisenberry, the center of the paint, rebound. Fordham running. Riley, the baseline drive off the feed. Left to the lane. Left arc. Between the legs dribble Charlton. Straight on. Quisenberry right arc. Screen left Kelly. Kelly the defense. Scoop layup underneath. The baseline drive. Quisenberry pours it in. To 9 points. Fordham trailing by 6. 50-44. Kelly underneath. The flip up. Scoop layup on the reverse. Goes down plus the foul. Rich Kelly, so good driving to the basket through the contact, has 14 tonight and a chance to make it 15 as we head to our first timeout of the second half. UMass 52, Fordham 44. You're listening to Fordham basketball on WFUV Sports.
Jeremiah fires a three, gets that one. A program record. Kendall Jeremiah has it. Driving towards the basket. Puts it up and in. 0.6 seconds to go. What an incredible moment in the history of Fordham Athletics.
Dylan Balsamo and Andrew Galata here, the voices of Fordham women's basketball.
Fordham Rams are in the Atlantic 10 tournament in Wilmington, Delaware, and WFUV Sports is your home for all the action.
Catch every Fordham game in the tournament on the WFUV Sports Spreaker page.
Join Dylan and I for each of the calls as the Rams seek their first conference championship since 2019.
It's all available on the WFUV Sports Spreaker page.
UMass 52, Fordham 44 from a quarter-filled Mullins Center on the campus of UMass. The crimson seats surrounding the wood-finished floor, and the UMass logo in crimson and white across the midline stripe. Fordham and UMass have shot it much more efficiently into this second half. Fordham 5 of 9 to start the back half of the game. UMass 4 of 7. The pace has been fast, and that's not exactly how Fordham wants to play.
No, the ball has been pushed a ton here in the second half, and early on, it's kind of worked for Fordham. They're shooting it much better here, 3 for 4 from 3. A lot of that is pushing it quickly in transition. A few of those opportunities also on second chance offensive rebounds, but Fordham can't play 20 minutes like that. We've seen throughout the year when they try to match, when they try to go toe for toe for long stretches of time, it does not work out in their favor, so they have to be very careful to continue to play their style of basketball.
And Rich Kelly, a guy who has been atop the three-point shooting list for the A-10 the entire year, has gotten it done driving to the basket.
And his comfortability inside, in the interior, that's what's impressed me, Nick. He's only 6'1", right? This is a guy, you look at him leading the conference in three-point, you see he's 6'1", you figure he's going to be just kind of a catch-and-shoot guy. No, he can create his own shot. We've seen in this half when Fordham's got momentum, he's taken it back, getting the and one there. He's by far been the most impressive Minutemen here tonight.
Tough to do playing at this pace, but you feel like Fordham would be well served to get Chuba Ohams more involved.
Yeah, he's obviously the guy you go to inside to kind of get things going. Still at just 6 points, and his pace obviously isn't to his favor, which is why Fordham can't continue to play it. But 100%, Nick, if Fordham wants to be successful, Chuba Ohams is going to need to have more than 6 points.
Ohams 6 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Guy averaging 19 points, 12 rebounds over his previous 5. Kelly knocks down the free throw to 15 points tonight. And UMass in front by 9, 53-44, 5 minutes in, second half. Left arc trail, Quisenberry. The ball fake straight on Charlton. Screen left from Nowitzki. Left elbow stop, and Nowitzki called for the shove on the screen. Fordham turns it over. Rastic with his third foul.
And using the hands there, those are the careless turnovers you can totally, kind of prevent there. Keep the hands stable, keep them in grounded there. Rossi Nowitzki unable to do so.
It's Fordham's fourth. 14:57 to go second half. UMass in front by 9, 53-44. Rich Kelly into the backcourt, defended by Riley across the midline stripe. Right to left, left arc three, Garcia. Right rim and off, baseline board. Run down by Quisenberry, who is on the receiving end of a hand to the eye area. Buttrick striding for the far side rebound, and Quisenberry with the left hand over his eyes trying to regain the vision as Trent Buttrick picks up his first. Fordham has hit 3 of its last 4 shots. UMass has connected on 3 of their last 4. And the Minutemen in front by 9, 53-44. The near side inbound knocked away through the baseline by Javon Garcia. Fordham with another opportunity left of the goal in the backcourt, and Charlton.
And UMass continues to bring that full court pressure. We'll see how Fordham responds.
Bounce for Kelly, flip to Charlton. A strolling dribble as the press backs off. Fordham's top distributor this season, played sparingly in the first half. Near corner three, Riley knocks it down. Zach Riley on the catch and shoot. A feed from Charlton. And Fordham within 6 once again, 53-47. Left arc Garcia, answer, in and out. Left block rebound battled. Hands everywhere on the floor. Weeks who rips it away. And a timeout called by UMass. Fordham with an opportunity to get the score and the stop. But UMass once again getting it done on the offensive glass. The Rams within 6. UMass 53, Fordham 47. 14-17 to go in this one. You're listening to Fordham Basketball on WFUV Sports.
Hey everybody, I'm Colin Loughran.
And I'm Tyler Mooney.
And we're your two main hosts for WFUV Sports NHL podcast 5 on 3.
Here on 5 on 3, we will talk everything Rangers, Islanders, and Devils.
We'll have all the news from around the NHL and keep you updated on the chase for the Stanley Cup.
Alongside Colin and I, Chris Hennessy, Samantha Bohr, and Thomas Quigley help us out as hosts.
You can find 5 on 3 wherever you get your podcasts. Home ice for all things NHL, 5 on 3.
Back here at the Mullins Center on senior night, UMass looking to avoid the play-in tournament in the final week of the regular season at 5-11 in conference play. It announced yesterday that their head coach, Matt McCall, will not be returning at the end of the season. Their athletic director saying that it was a mutual wish of his and McCall's to finish out the run in this 2022 season. And UMass dealing with that adversity and the distraction potential has come in. They've looked focused and had a lot of energy.
They're playing with a chip on their shoulder. There's no denying that. The way they're fighting for every loose ball, even that last possession, Abdou Samel has the ball under the basket, mistimes his jump slightly. UMass relentless though. They don't give up and they create a second chance.
The efficiency key for the Minutemen this season. They are 8-2 when shooting 45% or better from the field, 4-12 when held under 45%, and have shot it at a 48% clip on the evening. And Fordham looking to lock in on that end of the floor with Simbila, Charlton, Riley, Quisenberry, and Pat Kelly, the 5 on the floor for Fordham out of the timeout. Left arc 3, Kelly catch and shoot. Right rim and off. It bounces over the backboard and out through the baseline. Fordham getting the stop out of the timeout.
Mitch Kelly getting a very good look there, and if Fordham wants to come back in this one, you don't want to give him many more of those opportunities.
UMass 53, Fordham 47. A Rams win tonight would clinch a first-round bye in the A-10 tournament for the first time in 6 years. Right arc clamp Quisenberry, straightaway Charlton. Rams have opened the second half, 6 of 10 from the field. Straight on 3, Quisenberry. Left rim and off, Kelly battling for the left block board. Buttrick rips it away. Rich Kelly across the midline, straight on Buttrick. The pass left arc Garcia, screen left Buttrick. Garcia between the legs dribble, head of the key. The fall away from 5, right of the lane, falls in, plus the foul. Garcia, the hesitation, body control, getting it to fall in with the roll. And the sophomore from Columbus, Ohio, who provides 7 points a game off the bench, making his presence felt.
And Coach Netune in disarray there, putting his hands up, shocked. They would call that on Zach Riley. You get the feeling with all these and ones, UMass has done a great job of limiting any Fordham momentum.
It's Riley's first, Fordham's 5th, 13:40 to go second half. UMass 55, Fordham 47. And Garcia, a chance for one more at the free throw line, is up to 6 points on the evening. Fordham, a couple of changes. Quisenberry, Ohams, Charlton, Rose, and Cologne Navarro, the 5 on the floor, as the free throws in and out from Garcia. Quisenberry attacking the basket. Finger roll with the right, center of the paint. And Fordham answers right away. The Rams back within 6, 55-49, approaching 7 minutes in to the second half. Dominguez, all sorts of room, straight on 3, too strong. And the right block rebound for Chuba Ohams, that his 8th. Straight on Ohams, chest-high pass, baseline run, Quisenberry. Shut off the left block double team. Rose near side 3. Well short. Loose ball ripped down by Charlton. Left arc 3. Cologne Navarro. It's good. Josh Cologne Navarro on the extra possession for Fordham, and the Rams within 3. 55-52. 12:50 to go second half.
And Antrell Charlton putting himself in the perfect position to get that offensive rebound, kick it out for another possession. It's chances like that Antrell Charlton impacts the game.
It's a 5th assist for Antrell Charlton, an answer from the perimeter for TJ Weeks. UMass knocks down the 3, and the Minutemen back in front by 6. 12:25 and ticking second half. Straight on Ohams. Head of the key defense from Weeks. Curling Rose left arc. Dominguez shields. Baseline run. Ohams back to the basket. Stop 8-10 stamp. Righty floater. Front rim off. Center of the paint board. Clamped by Jones. Javon Garcia for UMass across the midline. Minutemen by 6. Garcia, the high rise. Tumbling over Ohams. The shoulder contact. And an offensive foul. That seemingly an ill-advised attempt at a tomahawk slam. Garcia was 7 feet from the basket.
And he's 6'2", and he's going up against Chuba Ohams. So not really advised there, Garcia, the sophomore.
He needed one of those mini hoops to come in from the baseline to shorten the thing up, or maybe that's it, like the halftime trampoline. Garcia turning it over. It's a 6-point UMass lead. The float near the midline. Ohams had it batted away out through the far sideline. Fernandez trailing on the defense. Fordham will keep it as it was last touched by the Minutemen. Javon Garcia has checked out for UMass. C.J. Kelly has come back in. Josh Cologne Navarro strolling left to right. And Fordham into the front court, trailing by 6, 58-52 UMass, 11:50 to go second half. Straight away Ohams, the pivot foot, head of the key. Dump for Charlton, left of the lane, reverse layup, up and in with the right. Antrell Charlton on the feed from Ohams. It's his 5th assist of the night, and Fordham within 4, 58-54. 11.5 to go second half, straight on Dominguez. Ball held above his head for Fernandez straight away. Free throw line roam. Left of the lane, the bounce, right block. Dominguez in off the glass. With the left, DeAndre Dominguez. 9 points tonight. UMass by 6, 60-54. 11-minute mark, second half.
Vision of Fernandez there. Even if you've got right on him, he's still going to impact the team in a positive way.
Float by Charlton. Left block Ohams taking on a double team underneath. Rising up through the contact, muscling his flip up left short, but a foul called. Chuba Ohams more involved on the interior, and a chance to add to it from the free throw line when we return. UMass 60, Fordham 54, 11:03 to go in this one. Back to our Rose Hill studios, a one-on-one scoreboard with Will Talent.
The one-on-one scoreboard.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's jump right over to the A10, St. Louis and Rhode Island. St. Louis currently leading 58-45. Reaching for an answer to break their losing streak over GW, 49-46. George Washington on top there. LaSalle narrows the deficit to just 6 now. They still trail St. Joe's 43-37. NCAA top 25 action. Texas A&M at number 25 Alabama. Texas A&M has now taken the lead 63-56. Number 5 Auburn visits Mississippi State. 9 o'clock start time for that one. Number 14 Arkansas is looking to win their 15th game in their last 16 tries as they'll host LSU. Also a 9 o'clock start. In the Big East, number 18 UConn and Creighton just about to start in Omaha. And some more Big East matchups. Seton Hall ahead of Georgetown, 56-49 early in the second half. DePaul is looking to bury any March Madness dreams Marquette has left. Tip-off at 9. Over in the NBA, the Knicks and Sixers. Knicks lead 47-36 halfway through the second quarter. And in the NHL, Alexis Lafreniere finds the back of the net to give the Rangers a 1-0 lead over the Blues as they head into the first intermission. With the one-on-one scoreboard, I'm Will Talent.
Thanks, Will. Nick DeLuca, Ryan Gregware, here with you from the Mullins Center in Amherst, Massachusetts. Fordham on a bit of a second-half run, outscoring UMass 23-16 at the 11:03 mark of the second half, trailing by 6, 60-54, and the Rams getting Chuba Ohams more involved, moving the basketball and hitting some shots from the perimeter.
And that's what it's kind of taken to kind of close this gap. You really do, like the way the Fordhams came out in the second half, 5 of 8 from 3. So that's been a correction from shooting just 25% in the first half. It comes down to now the defense, because UMass has struggled just a bit from 3, 1 for 6. You go to the offense, back to Fordham. Chuba Ohams got fouled under the basket there. You like the aggression. He was trying to go up with it. He's someone we keep talking about, just 6 points in this one. He's going to really have to turn it on for Fordham.
That foul going to DeAndre Dominguez, that his first. He checks out with Trent Buttrick returning to the floor. Chuba Ohams, 6 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists tonight. His first free throw is good. Fordham within 5, 60-55 UMass, 11:03 to go in this one. Second free throw for Ohams, high arcer is good. Left to the goal inbound after Ohams hits the pair. Kelly for Fernandez across the midline stripe. Defended by Cologne Navarro. UMass shooting at 50% from the field in the second half. Straight away Buttrick working on Cologne Navarro, waist-high possession. The cut and the flush on the baseline by Weeks. TJ Weeks running the baseline. The feed by Buttrick, and UMass in front by 6, 62-56. 10.5 minutes to go second half. Charlton the lob. Ohams underneath, restricted area, lays it in with the right. The float for Ohams, feed from Charlton. Fordham cuts it to 4. 10:20 to go second half.
And the second that Chuba Ohams gets the ball in the paint, 3 defenders come to him. It doesn't matter there, though. Ohams able to finish it.
Left of the lane surge by Fernandez. His kick out waved off. A travel called. And UMass turning it over for a 10th time tonight. Fernandez, a third turnover. Fordham trailing by 4 into the front court. Charlton headed the key. Defended by Kelly. Right arc Rose. Near side Quisenberry. Jab step. Buttrick the defense. Baseline bounce straight on Ohams. Adjustment with the right. Shovels it in off the glass. All of a sudden, Chuba Ohams getting going. 12 points. Fordham within 2. 9:50 and ticking second half. Right arc Weeks. Ball held above his head. Shoulder. Cologne Navarro draws the charge. Cologne Navarro hitting the deck. Weeks turns it over. It's his first foul. The 5th for UMass, and Fordham a chance to tie or take the lead on this possession.
This is how Fordham wants to play. On offense, funnel it inside to Chuba Ohams. Then on defense, Josh Navarro doing what he's done all year, taking the charge.
The Rams have hit 4 their last 5 from the field and are shooting at 61% in this second half. Bounce straight on Quisenberry, defended by Jones. Jab step right of the lane, surge off the glass. It falls, plus the foul. Quisenberry a flex, and Fordham has tied it. A chance to take the lead at the line. Darius Quisenberry with a game-high 13.
And the slashing ability of Quisenberry, that's what Fordham hasn't had, because without him, you've had other guys try to step up, but no one can do it on the team quite like Quisenberry, getting the basket plus the foul.
9:33 to go second half. Fordham and UMass knotted at 62. The Rams with a chance to take the lead for the first time since midway through the first half. Quisenberry in and out on the free throw, and this one remains 62 all. Rich Kelly across the midline. Fordham a 6-0 run in the last minute plus. Right arc Buttrick, the 3 is good. Trent Buttrick, the right arc answer from the perimeter. 9 points tonight in UMass, a 65-62 edge. 9 minutes to go second half. Roaming right arc, Charlton, stop at the elbow. Lefty pass, Ohams, the underneath the basket double team, shoveling it up. It's too strong. Contact and a foul called. Buttrick once again having trouble containing Ohams on the interior, the up and under, and Chuba will head to the free throw line once again.
And this last 5 minutes for Chuba, as we talked about, you need to get him more aggressive. We said you can't have 6 points from him and win a game. He's up to 12 now with 2 free throws coming up.
Trent Buttrick picks up his second. UMass with their 7th. But with the foul and the active shooting, Ohams to the line for 2. His first. Rolls in. Ohams 5 of 5 from the line tonight. Up to 13 points on the evening. C.J. Kelly will check out with Javon Garcia returning for UMass. Rose, Charlton, Ohams, Quisenberry, and Riley, the 5 on the floor for Kyle Neptune. Ohams, his second, all net. 6 out of 6 from the line, and 14 points tonight for the Fordham big man, has the Rams within 1, 65-64. Baseline pull-up from 10, in and out from Garcia. Right block rebound, Ohams, who has his 9th. The Rams with a chance to take the lead for the first time since the first half. Stop Charlton, straight on Quisenberry, extra pass, Riley the 3. Back heel off, right block rebound, ripped away by Weeks Jr. UMass into the front court, a 1-point edge. Right arc Fernandez, guarded by Charlton, straight on Garcia, all sorts of room. The 3 off front rim, batted Kelly, extra chance. Left of the lane, possession poked away, Garcia reclaims it with 12 to shoot. Ohams the defense, knocked away, Garcia. Kick out Fernandez, hesitation with 7. Head of the key jumper is short, but a foul called as Noah Fernandez, in what was an unorganized offensive possession for UMass, chucking up the shot toward the end of the shot clock and drawing the foul. Antrell Charlton is charged for his 3rd, Fordham's 6th.
Fordham did a very good job staying organized there, through multiple shots, multiple possessions. Charlton just a little bit late on the contest.
Fernandez, UMass's leading scorer, averaging 14 points a game, has been held to just 5 tonight as he sinks the first free throw. Fordham an 11-point edge in this second half, 33-23 to cut the deficit to 2 and make it 3 as Fernandez hits the second free throw. Josh Colon-Navarro checks in. Zach Riley heads to the Fordham bench, with the Rams trailing by 3, 67-64 in the final 8 minutes of this one. Darius Quisenberry between the legs, into the front court. Charlton, well held away from his body, backing down a Weeks, straight on. Stops left arc, Rose hesitation on the baseline. Give and go, backing down Ohams with 10 to shoot. Buttrick the defense, left of the lane with 6, and with 5, Ohams straight on Colon-Navarro, called for a travel.
And it looked like he thought about for a second taking that shot, pump fake just a bit. Fordham with the turnover.
Fordham turns it over. The Rams within a possession, 67-64, the UMass lead in the final 7:41 of this one. You're listening to Fordham Basketball on WFUV Sports.
Hey everyone, I'm Michael Calamari, here with Andrew Galati, your main host for the all-new golf podcast here at WFUV, On the Green.
We'll be breaking down all things on the PGA Tour, including tournament predictions, recaps, and news surrounding the sport's best players.
We'll also be joined by recurring hosts Chris Hennessy and Sam Davis, as well as others along the way.
You can listen to On the Green on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Get ready to hit the links here on the Green. .741 mark, second half. UMass by 3,
64. Fordham at 7-9 in the conference. UMass at 5-11, looking to avoid the play-in round of the A-10 tournament next week on Wednesday from the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C. on senior night tonight. And Fordham knew it was going to be a tough environment playing on the road, have been in it in this second half, and Chuba Ohams has really been the catalyst once again.
And even if he's not scoring, just the attention they put on him, it forces UMass to kind of go all in on him. He's able to kick it out. You see his 5 assists. A lot of that is he's just getting doubled. He's in addition to someone on the three-point line. We've seen these last few possessions, Fordham's had a few chances to take the lead, unable to get the basket to fall. But the way their offense is playing right now, the way Chuba's playing, UMass will not be able to win this game, will not be able to stop Fordham unless they switch it up.
It's not quite the 57% that we saw back on Monday, but Fordham 8 of 21 from 3. That's 38%. They will certainly take that.
And 56 in the second half, right? So you kind of, had the goosebumps early. You're on the road, tough environment, going that back-to-back in a quick time span. But now they've kind of settled in, and all these threes they've taken, you see they're 5 for 9. They've all been wide open, Nick. They're high percentage shots. They continue to take those. They continue to shoot at that mark. You got to feel good about their chances.
Rams trying to continue that quality ball movement that we have seen in the second half and close the gap on UMass, seeking a sweep of the home and home in the season series. Rams winners last time out on Monday, scoring a conference play high 85 points, 64 on the board for the Rams. 7.5 to go, second half, trailing by 3. Fernandez straight away guarded by Colon Navarro. Left arc Garcia, a 3. Right rim and off. Ohams clamps down the center of the paint board, make it another double-double, 14 points and 10 rebounds. 7 straight games with a double-double for Chuba Ohams. Bounce right arc Quisenberry, near corner 3, Colon Navarro. Back heel off, left block, offensive board Rose. Back up, hesitation, it rolls off the front of the rim. Kyle Rose with the box out and the extra opportunity, heading to the free throw line with Fordham having a chance to cut it to 1. 7:03 to go second half.
Yeah, great effort there by Kyle Rose. Still, looking to get into the scoring column, get it really going. Just 1 for 5 from 3, 5 points, but there, getting the rebound and having the aggressiveness to throw it back up, nearly got the N1.
Fordham scoreless in almost 2 minutes of game time. Rose, the lefty free throw, goes down, and Fordham back within 2. Have been knocking at the door last couple of possessions with an opportunity to take the lead. Have not pushed through in this second half as Rose drills a pair. UMass 67, Fordham 66, the 7-minute mark of the second half. Fernandez left of the lane, yo-yo dribble, pivot foot with a left block guard by Rose. His bounce for Buttrick taken away by Quisenberry. Striding near side, right arc 3. Front rim and off, and over the head rebound taken in left block, Garcia and UMass. Running front court, Euro step, scoop layup with the right, off the front of the rim, foul called with the contact. And Javon Garcia forcing a second Chuba Ohams foul. It's Fordham's 7th. With the transition offense for UMass, getting them an opportunity at the free throw line.
And again, Fordham had another chance to take the lead. Darius Quisenberry kind of taking a quick 3 early in the shot clock. Not sure that's the shot you want him taking. Then on the other end, Garcia, who struggled shooting, pushing it in transition, missing the first free throw there, has a second one coming up.
Garcia right rim and off, 36% from the field over his last 4. Tonight, 6 points on 3 of 9 shooting, 0 of 5 from 3. He's missed 12 straight attempts from long range. Garcia pours in the second. UMass a 2-point lead, 68-66. 6.5 to go second half. Josh Colon Navarro across the midline stripe has scored 9 points on 3 of 9 to the field. Ohams set of the key with another double-double this evening. Left of the lane drive, scoop layup with the right, left short. No call. Kyle Neptune wanted a foul. UMass to the front court. Fernandez, hesitation, hanging in the air, swatted by Rose out through the baseline. UMass will keep it with 24 on the shot clock.
Fordham getting back in transition there is something we haven't seen a ton here today, but a great adjustment on Fernandez. Great block by Kyle Rose.
Noah Fernandez, the left of the goal inbound, bounce for Buttrick. The handoff right back, right arc. Rich Kelly straight on at 15 points tonight, has been held down in his second half. Straightaway Weeks Jr. defended Cologne Navarro. Extra pass to the corner. Kelly jump stop righty runner in and out. Battle for the underneath the basket board. Quisenberry, the float for Oham's near side. The outlet in the backcourt near corner. Tipped by Kelly out through the near sideline with the two jawing about who should have possession. The UMass crowd doesn't agree with the ruling that keeps the basketball with Fordham. Rams with possession, trailing by 2. UMass 68, Fordham 66. Fordham still looking for its first lead of the second half. Quisenberry cross-court pass straight on Cologne Navarro. Handoff Charlton. The M portion of the UMass logo midcourt. Left arc roam, between the legs dribble, left of the lane. The left block shut off, picks up the dribble with 8 to shoot. Straight on Quisenberry. Left arc Charlton's 3. Back heel and off, long rebound for Kelly at the three-point line. UMass and Fernandez into the front court. Spin, A-10 stamp, lefty, lay-in off the glass. What a move. Noah Fernandez up to 8 points on the spin. Straight away to the goal, and UMass by 2 possessions, 70-66, 5 minutes to go.
And that's the quickness that Fernandez possesses. You knew it coming in, and we've seen it on display.
Left arc Quisenberry, 13 points tonight on 4 of 11 from the field. Picks up his dribble. The float for Charlton straight away, 8 on the shot clock. Left elbow pull-up. Front rim and off. Buttrick, the center of the paint rebound. Fordham scoreless in over 2.5 minutes of game time. Fernandez stop at the block, looking for an outlet. Left arc pass, Kelly runs it down in front of the midline. Defended by Quisenberry, crossover, shoulder, offensive foul. Quisenberry plummeting to the deck. Kelly to shoulder, knocking him over. And Fordham with the basketball back down by 4, 70-66, 4:35 remaining in this one.
And defensively, Fordham's done a good job staying poised here. But offensively, these last 2 possessions, it seems like they've lost their identity. They've stopped giving it to them in the paint. They've been forcing shots early in the shot clock, forcing contested twos. That's not what this offense is. When they were running it through Ohams, they went on a run. It's time for them to do that yet again.
Fordham scoreless in the last 2.5 minutes. They're just 1 of their last 7 from the field. Will not be running this possession through Chuba Ohams, who's on the Fordham bench on the near side. Left arc Cologne Navarro with 12 on the shot clock. Hesitation dribble, left elbow at the free throw line, running right of the lane, poked away by Kelly. UMass into the front court. Right arc 3, Buttrick in transition. Front rim off, Cologne Navarro, the weak side rebound. Rams with the basketball in the final 4 minutes of this one. Trailing by 4, Cologne Navarro across the midline, and a timeout used by Kyle Neptune. Fordham scoreless in the last 3 minutes. They're just 1 of their last 7 from the field, looking to complete the comeback against UMass. The Minutemen 70, Fordham 66. Back to our Rose Hill studios, a one-on-one scoreboard with Will Talent.
The one-on-one scoreboard.
Thank you, Nick. Some more A-10 updates coming your way. St. Louis's lead is thinning. It is now 63-62 St. Louis over Rhode Island. Davidson on top 64-51 over George Mason. George Washington and Duquesne remain neck and neck 57-55. George Washington leads. LaSalle has now taken a 49-48 lead in the Battle of Philadelphia over St. Joe's. Now to the top 25 slate. Texas A&M at number 25 Alabama. Texas A&M looking for the upset as they continue their steady lead over Alabama, 77-66 in that one. Mississippi State hosts number 5 Auburn. Tip-off is at 9. LSU will travel to Bud Walton Arena to face number 14 Arkansas. Also a 9 o'clock tip-off. In the Big East, number 18 UConn and Creighton are now underway. 7-0 Creighton leads. Some more Big East matchups. Seton Hall on top of Georgetown, 66-62 halfway through the second half. DePaul tries to play spoilers as Marquette attempts to keep their March Madness hopes alive. Tip-off is for 9. Shifting over to the NBA, the Knicks lead the 76ers 62-55 at halftime, and skating to the NHL now, Rangers maintain a 1-0 lead over the St. Louis Blues early in the second period. With the one-on-one scoreboard, I'm Will Talent.
UMass 70, Fordham 66 in the final 4 minutes tonight from the Mullins Center. The Rams outscoring UMass 35-26 in this second half. Fordham shooting at 41% tonight, UMass at 46. UMass with 19 fouls in the second half, Fordham with 7. So the Rams in the double bonus, UMass in the single. Minutemen have led by as many as 13 tonight. Fordham closing the gap now, looking to break through in the final 4 minutes and earn a season sweep here in this home and home with UMass. Right of the lane drive off the restart. Quisenberry, hesitation off the glass and an offensive foul. Quisenberry sitting on the baseline with 2 hands on his head, could not believe the offensive foul called. It's Quisenberry picking up his 3rd. What seemingly was an and 1 goes UMass's way.
And not sure what the ref saw on that one. You saw Coach Neptune on the sideline trying his best to contain himself and not go ballistic.
The Rams scoreless in 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Turn it over for a 14th time tonight. And UMass with the basketball in front by 4. 3:45 to go in this one. A foot across the midline, Fernandez, the bounce straight away, Kelly. Left arc Fernandez, guarded by Rose. The shove over to the floor goes Rose, and an offensive foul. Fernandez extending that right arm to shove over Kyle Rose, and he picks up his 4th. And possession back to Fordham.
And that's key for Fordham because he can't play his game in foul trouble. His quick pace, he needs to be careful, not to take the charge, not to attack the basket the way he did there. Huge plus for the Rams.
Each team scoreless in almost 2 minutes of game time. Fordham looking to take advantage. Charlton to stop left arc Rose, left of the lane drive. Backing down the defense, Rich Kelly. Stop on the block, the double team comes. Charlton left of the lane drive. Pulling away possession, high off the glass, right rim and off. Oham's offensive board underneath, muscling through, off the glass too strong. Left block rebound, CJ Kelly and UMass. Fordham trailing by 4, final 3 minutes. Charlton, the bump along the far sideline with CJ Kelly dribbling by. Charlton picks up his 4th and will send Kelly to the free throw line.
And again, Fordham kind of, shooting themselves in the foot there. You have a chance, get some possession, get some momentum, another chance at knocking out the door. They're unable to score, and then now sending Kelly to the free throw line to pick up 3 points.
2:59 to go second half. UMass 70, Fordham 66. CJ Kelly, his first free throw, in and out. Charlton, the tip of the offensive rebound, and clamp by Darius Quisenberry across the midline. Possession poked by Kelly. And now Fordham will settle down the offense. Right to the lane, Quisenberry, the baseline drive, bounce left arc, Cologne Navarro out of his reach. Fordham turns it over as it extends out through the far sideline.
Yeah, just too much zip on that one. Cologne Navarro not in the position that Quisenberry threw that pass. Another key turnover for Fordham late in this one.
Fordham scoreless in the last 4 minutes and 20 seconds. 2:41 remaining, UMass 70 and Fordham 66. Zach Riley will check in to this one. Antrell Charlton playing with the 4 fouls will head off to the Fordham bench. Rams have been within striking distance in this 4-minute stretch, but have not been able to get another bucket to tie it or take the lead. Straight on Rich Kelly. Right arc for CJ Kelly. Stop at the right elbow with 15 to shoot. Guarded by Riley. Stop at the A-10 stamp. The righty lay-in off the glass, attacking the basket, and C.J. Kelly with a big bucket to end the UMass scoreless drought. Minutemen in front by 6, 72-66.
And whenever OAMs has been drawn out of the paint, UMass taking it to the hole and capitalizing.
2 minutes and 8 seconds to go, second half. Rose for Quisenberry. The surge along the far sideline and a bump on that far side, sending Quisenberry to the free throw line. C.J. Kelly, after the bucket on the offensive end, picks up the foul.
And this is something we talked about, Quisenberry's ability to get kind of cheap fouls and free opportunities at the line.
Fordham scoreless in 4 minutes and 55 seconds. Quisenberry ends the drought. UMass 72, Fordham 67, 2:08 to go second half. Darius Quisenberry with 14 points tonight. Second game returning from injury. His second rolls in after the bounce off the rim. UMass by 4, 72-68. The 2-minute mark, second half. Rams looking to dig in and get a stop on the defensive end. Fernandez playing with 4 fouls. Hesitation dribble. Fall away, right elbow, front rim, rolls off. Center of the paint rebound, Quisenberry, and a foul away from the rebound. It goes to Fordham. Josh Colon-Navarro picking up a foul away from the basketball on the right baseline in the backcourt. Fordham can't believe it. And UMass with a chance at the free throw line. That a tough break for Fordham.
And that's a play where it's not even involved. You know, Fernandez taking a shot. That's away from the basket. So you're giving UMass an opportunity here to really capitalize.
Josh Colon-Navarro with his first. Buttrick to the free throw line with a chance to extend a 4-point UMass lead. His first is all net. Trent Buttrick with double figures, 10 points tonight, 8 rebounds. Guy was held to just 2 on Monday. Has been more involved in the offense. His second free throw is a swish. UMass by 6, 74-68. 1:51 remaining second half. Near side of Rose, Fordham looking to get into their offensive set. Kelly, the backcourt pressure, Quisenberry surging. The hesitation dribble, baseline drive, getting inside, flips it up, rolls off the glass. Quisenberry looking for a foul, didn't get it. UMass, the underneath the basket rebound. Kelly across the midline, swiped away by Charlton, right of the lane drive into the front court. Plummeting to the floor and drawing the foul as he leaves the lay-in attempt off right rim. Hard contact underneath the basket with TJ Weeks hitting the deck on the baseline. He will pick up the foul. It's his third. UMass with their 11th. And Antrell Charlton headed to the free throw line. 1:27 to go second half and a chance to cut it to a 4-point game.
Charlton, a huge steal. UMass up 6, the ball 1:30. They have a chance to dribble out the clock, hit a shot late, make it very hard for Fordham. Charlton able to get it, push it in transition. Unfortunately for him, not able to get the basket to go, but 2 crucial free throws coming up for him.
TJ Weeks strolling to the near side UMass bench with some assistance from head coach Matt McCall. Weeks picking up his third, with Javon Garcia returning to the floor for UMass, along with Greg Jones, Rich Kelly Buttrick as well. Charlton nails the first of a major pair here at the stripe. Fernandez rounding out the 5 for UMass. UMass 74, Fordham 69, 1:27 to go second half. The bounce, Charlton, the second free throw is good. Antrell Charlton to 7 points tonight, and Fordham within 2 possessions, 74-70, 1:20 to go in this one. Rams needing a stop. Javon Garcia across the midline. Between the circles, Garcia stops at the elbow. Pull-up jumper is good. Javon Garcia with a big-time shot, and UMass in front by 6. 1:05 to go in this one. 76-60, Charlton Midline stripe, Rose, step back, right arc three. Back heel off, Ohams working for the board. Right block the tip for Kelly and UMass. Minutemen into the front court. Garcia looking to tame possession. Knocked away Charlton. And Fordham, a chance trailing by 6. Far corner. Quisenberry the bounce. Left arc Charlton with 38 remaining. The foul on the floor with Garcia lunging into Charlton on the perimeter. The 3 attempt too strong, but Antrell Charlton will head to the free throw line. 38 seconds remaining, and Fordham with a chance to cut it to 4 once again.
Both teams playing extremely loose, extremely fast pace with the basketball these last few possessions. Garcia hitting a big bucket, then a big turnover for him. Antrell Charlton to the line again with a chance to cut it to 4.
It's a 4th Javon Garcia foul. Antrell Charlton, who just hit a pair at the free throw line. 2 more that will be crucial for the Rams, trailing by 6 with 38 seconds remaining. Charlton's first is good. Javon Garcia will check out with TJ Weeks returning to the floor. Fordham just 1 of their last 11 from the field as a team. Trailing by 5 in the final 38 seconds. Charlton's second free throw rattles in. UMass 76, Fordham 72. Charlton will head out to the Fordham bench near side. Zach Riley into the game. Fordham with an 8-second differential shot and game clock, trying to find the right guy to foul. Fernandez to bounce near side of Weeks with a trap across the midline. CJ Kelly far sideline, and the swipe by Ohams to the chest will send CJ Kelly, the junior from Long Island, to the free throw line. Ohams picking up his 3rd.
Kelly, an 80% free throw shooter. Not sure if that's the guy you want to send to the line in this spot.
Probably not. However, seemingly Fordham didn't
really
have much of a choice because of the way that they defended in the backcourt. So Kelly to the line. UMass 76, Fordham 72. 29.8 seconds remaining. Kelly hits the first. Antrell Charlton will return to the floor, playing with the 4 fouls. So Fordham subbing him out on defense and then bringing him in for the offensive possession. Zach Riley, his platoon mate, will head out to the near side. Rich Kelly will check out as well, with Greg Jones returning to the floor. Hand on senior day from the crowd here at the Mullins Center. Second from CJ Kelly, front rim and off. Fordham speeding into the front court. Straight on Charlton, tries the 3. Back heel and off. Rebound batted around. Rose has it with 20 on the game clock. Cologne Navarro, possession poked away. Near side scrambling for it. And a foul called as Josh Cologne Navarro was looking to track down the loose ball. And Trent Buttrick guilty of the foul. And that a big call with Fordham trailing by 5 in the final 15 seconds. No way they get a shot off, but because of Fordham being in the bonus, Josh Cologne Navarro with a chance to extend this game.
And he's the guy you want at the free throw line. 40 for 45 on the season, just to shave under 90%. Fordham had nothing going there, forcing a 3. Ball nearly at half court, so a fortunate break, and now it's up to Cologne Navarro to make UMass pay.
A chance to cut it to a 1-possession game. Fordham 1 of their last 12 from the field here down the stretch. Shot at 48% in the first half to 46% in the second. And Josh Cologne Navarro with a couple of massive free throws, over 90% on the season, to try and cut this to a 1-possession game in the final 15.4 seconds. UMass 77, Fordham 72. Both teams in the double bonus with 2 timeouts remaining.
And Fordham as a whole, 18 for 19 from the free throw line, 95%. They've done a great job taking care of business.
Cologne Navarro eyeing up the goal. A big first free throw. Rattles around and falls. Josh Cologne Navarro with a massive front end. Up to 10 points tonight, and Fordham within striking distance, 77-73 UMass. Second for Cologne Navarro, bubbles around and falls out. Charlton with the hack on the baseline. And Charlton is fouled out looking for the steal. 14.4 seconds remaining. And a big missed second free throw from Josh Colon-Navarro, the UMass rebound by Weeks Jr. And with 14.4 remaining, he will head to the free throw line with a chance to extend the UMass lead. Antrell Charlton is fouled out.
And this game, still a 2-possession. Now you really need a lot of help the other end. If Josh Colon-Navarro is able to hit that second free throw, you can play a lot of possible scenarios. Now it really comes down to UMass missing free throws and you making a big three.
Fordham 19 of 21 from the free throw line tonight. Just their second miss of the evening, but that as big as it gets. 14.4 seconds remaining. TJ Weeks headed to the free throw line for UMass, shooting 2. Looking to extend a 4-point UMass lead. With Weeks, a 68% free throw shooter, hitting the first. UMass by 5, 78-73, 14.4 seconds remaining. The lefty Weeks is second, is all nylon. Fordham rushing into the front court. Quisenberry hoists the right arc three. Too strong, rebound left elbow, taken in back to the basket, Greg Jones. The foul comes from Fordham. A big defensive board for the UMass big man. And Fordham committing the foul. Trails by 6 with 8.5 seconds remaining, and looks to be set for a split in the home and home with UMass.
And that shot by Quisenberry, really the epitome of what this last kind of 8-minute stretch has been for Fordham. Just 1 for their last 13 from the field. They really did not establish an identity. They went away from Chuba Oems, and it hurt them big time.
First free throw from Jones goes down. Trent Buttrick will check out, to the delight of this Mullins Center crowd on the near side. The grad Penn State transfer, 11 points and 8 rebounds, as will Rich Kelly, greeted by a hug from Matt McCall. That grad transfer from Boston College finishes with 15 on 5 of 11 from the field, as Greg Jones is set to shoot the back end of the free throw. And now Noah Fernandez, the junior, out as well. Jones knocks down a pair. UMass in front by 8, 81-73. 8.5 seconds remaining. Fordham just 1 of 13 down the stretch from the field. And that shooting to doom them in this second half. As Josh Colon-Navarro across the midline will stop at the elbow. His pull-up jumper, front rim and off. Right block rebound for Dominguez, and that will do it. Fordham made it a game in the second half, surging to a tie score. But the shooting woes down the stretch, just 1 of their last 14 from the field, allow UMass to escape senior night at the Mullins Center with an 81-73 victory. Fordham falls to 7-10 in the A-10, and UMass improving to 6-11 in conference. The one-on-one post-game report up next.
The one-on-one post-game report.
One-on-one post-game report. Nick DeLuca, Ryan Gregware, our entire WFUV sports crew here with you. Fordham falls by 8 to UMass here from the Mullins Center, 81-73. The final tonight. The Rams able to overcome what was a second half deficit of 13, but ultimately not able to pull ahead in the second half as the struggles to close it out to the Rams tonight. Joined by Fordham associate head coach Keith Thurgood. Coach, I know we talk about the variability of shooting but you guys finished 1 of your last 14 from the field. What made it such a struggle toward the tail end of the game offensively?
You know, they got really physical. We missed a couple of bunnies, I thought, around the rim, and that hurt us a little bit. The bottom line is we score 73 points, and we need to win that game. You know, we're a defensive and rebounding-minded team. In the first half, we spotted them 10. They had 25 points off of offensive rebounds, and they were playing small. So 25 points off of offensive rebounds and 10 turnovers when they were just playing man-to-man press. So, you know, they did a great credit to them. That's what they did in the back half of the game the other night, and it really affected us a little bit. And they came in here, did it for 40 minutes. It affected us for the first 20, and then in the second 20, really proud of our guys' fight, but we can't be giving up that many points. That's not our identity.
And in that first half, 44 points given up, down 13 heading into the break. How did that kind of hole make it tough for you guys to claw out of it in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you're a double-digit lead on the road in league play against a really talented basketball team. They're a very talented one-on-one basketball team. They played inspired, obviously, for their staff, which you have to respect. And we knew it was going to be a battle. Anytime you play a team the second time, regardless of when it's a one day between the two, you know it's going to be difficult, and especially on the road in the Atlantic 10. So we got to regroup, do a much better job of preparation, and be ready for Saturday.
Darius Quisenberry leading Fordham with 15 points tonight, still making his way back, returning from the injury. What did you see from him tonight? He looked healthier.
Yeah, he definitely looked healthier, but you can see, you know, we're probably playing him a few too many minutes in the second game back. We haven't had a practice. He didn't practice. He practiced a little bit, but it was more like a walkthrough the day before the other game. We did not practice yesterday, right? So we had a mini walkthrough today. So he hasn't gone up and down at all other than the 2 games. He looked better tonight, but you could still see he got a little tired, got a little winded, and that's normal. So we'll get at least 1, possibly 1.5 practices here before Saturday. He'll even be better on Saturday.
You mentioned Saturday game versus George Washington, the final game of your regular season, a chance to get back to 500. What adjustments do you need to be making to be successful in that one?
Yeah, we got to bear down. The last couple of games we've given up way too many offensive rebounds. We're a defensive and rebounding oriented team. We've got to do a better job of holding teams to one and done. And then we have to take care of the basketball. You have that many turnovers in a half, and there's no wonder you're down 14 points. So we got to take care of the basketball, and we got to do a better job. Shot goes up, we got to find bodies.
Coach, appreciate the time.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
That Fordham Associate Head Coach Keith Ergo following a UMass 81-73 victory over Fordham on senior night. And the Rams, a tale of 2 halves where they weren't able to get much going offensively toward the tail end of the first half, able to progress in the second half, but then flipping the script to end it all. 1 of their last 14 from the field, but as Coach Ergo mentioned, in fairness, that's the game that Fordham wants to play. They know the shots aren't always going to be there. 81 points, too many for UMass tonight.
We mentioned the term too little, too late a lot in basketball, but this game wasn't a case of that because Fordham closed the gap. They had the shots to lead multiple chances, and down the stretch, they kind of just collapsed. And I think that's why it's frustrating because they did claw out of this first half deficit. They gave themselves a chance, and then that last kind of stretch, they couldn't go to that next gear to take it over.
Though Fordham, of course, drops it tonight, have to be encouraged the last couple of games. You feel like this is a team that's going to be able to figure the defensive part of it out. That's been their track record. That's been what they've been great at all season. The shooting, at the very least, has improved. Yeah, 37% from the field, but shot at 46% from the field in the second half. This is an offense that is improving shooting the basketball.
And Darius Quisenberry coming back, a huge reason why. 73 points, I think you usually, if you are a Fordham basketball, you'll take that. The defense is the thing, the energy, the offensive rebounds. That's something they can focus. That's something they can fix. Whether you're making your shots or not, that kind of comes down to luck, randomness, stuff like that. But the way that they've been trending offensively, it does bode well for them.
Fordham shooting it better, ultimately not enough tonight, as they fall 81-73 to UMass on the road ahead of their final regular season game on a Saturday, taking on George Washington at the Rose Hill Gym. in the time from now until then. Ryan Gregware, the final word after this one tonight.
I think you look into this one, coming off of last game, there certainly is disappointment, right? After you beat UMass, you feel you're hungry for the sweep. Unfortunately, that's not how basketball works. 2 games in 3 days versus the same opponent. You're going to have a lot of splits. So I think overall, you have to take it if you're Fordham. You kind of have to block it out. You move on to a George Washington team that's already beat you this season.
Darius Quisenberry, Chuba Ohams leading the way for Fordham offensively. Quisenberry with 15, Ohams with 14. But it's not enough as UMass escapes senior night with a victory, 81-73, the final over Fordham. That should just about wrap it up for us from the Mullins Center. Back to our Rose Hill studios as the one-on-one postgame report continues with Thomas Aiello and Will Talon.
Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Ryan, doing a good job from their end. However, the on-court product was a little bit of a head-scratcher if you're a Fordham fan, maybe even a snooze fest at one point. But Fordham did make it a game about halfway through in the second half. Nonetheless, the Rams walk out of Amherst empty, 81-73 in favor of the Minutemen, and on senior night, no less, for these Minutemen. And perhaps Matt McCall's last game he will coach at the Mullins Center, as like I said earlier in the halftime, he will be relieved of his duties come the end of the season, Will. And you have to think this second half, I mean, again, Coach Ergo said it best. I mean, we'll get your opinion in a second, but we are going to send it to you for a one-on-one scoreboard update.
The one-on-one scoreboard.
All right, thank you, Thomas. Some A-10 final scores for you. St. Louis, 80-74. They take the victory over Rhode Island. Davidson defeats George Mason, 73-62. Duquesne is desperately looking to snap their 14-game losing streak as they force double overtime against George Washington and currently lead 79-76. LaSalle completed the comeback over St. Joe's, taking the Philadelphia Crown. Your final there, 49-48. There was an upset in the top 25 as Texas A&M trounced Alabama in Tuscaloosa. The final there, 87-71. Number 5 Auburn and Mississippi State just now kicking things off in Starkville. LSU meets a red-hot number 14 Arkansas team, action coming shortly. In the Big East, number 18 UConn and Creighton are halfway through the first. 30-16 is your final score. Creighton is on top. Seton Hall pulls out the close win over Georgetown. 73-68 is the final. And DePaul and Marquette getting started momentarily. Now, some NBA action. The Knicks still lead the 76ers 72-69 early in the second half. And finally, in the NHL, the Rangers still lead over the St. Louis Blues 2-1 late in the second period. With the one-on-one scoreboard, I'm Will Talent.
Thanks, Will, doing a good job on our one-on-one scoreboards. And as I had promised, I would like for you to give your opinion on tonight's game. My word, as Nick DeLuca said, the final word, my word is going to be forward. At Fordham, you have senior day on Saturday at the Rose Hill Gym. Bittersweet day for some of these seniors. Josh Colo-Navarro, Chuba Ohams, of course, highlighting this senior class for the Rams. But you have to move forward if you're Fordham. I mean, yeah, today was a dud. This was definitely a winnable game for sure. But UMass, again, this is where the familiarity factor plays in. They knew what Fordham wanted to do. They were able to stop them from doing what they wanted to do and just took off and ran with it. But Fordham needs to move forward. You got another game. You have one more chance to try and get win number 8 in the Atlantic 10.
And that is the exact mentality this Fordham Rams team should have, Thomas, because you have that other chance. You just got to throw this game to the side. You can't dwell on it. Yes, there were a lot of missed opportunities. There were definitely a lot of moments where they could have capitalized, but it didn't happen. So it's over. You deal with it. It's done. Let's try to win the next one.
And before we wrap up here, 2 notes to keep in mind here. Chuba Ohams has officially tied the single-season double-double record in the shot clock era that was previously set by Chris Gaston class of 2013, and he also notched 2 blocks. So now he officially passes Eddie Bona, Fordham Hall of Famer, for 8th all-time in career blocks here at Fordham. So Chuba Ohams edging his name further up in the record books, 12th all-time in rebounds, ties the single-season double-double record, now 8th all-time in blocks. But nonetheless, Fordham, that history, that record stuff doesn't matter. You got to go out and play that next game. You can marvel about that stuff after the season. But that is just about going to do it for us here at our Rose Hill studios for our coverage of Fordham men's basketball. Once again, the final score, UMass 81, Fordham 73. The sports director of WFUV Sports is Bobby Chaffardini. The guys on call tonight were Nick DeLuca and Ryan Gregware, Michael Calamari, our tremendous on-site producer, Will Talent here on the updates with Mike Messina, our producer, Alex Wolves, our supervising producer. And from yours truly, me, Thomas Aiello, we say so long and good night from our Rose Hill studios, and thank you for listening to Fordham Men's Hoops on WFUV. Fordham Men's Basketball is a production of WFUV Sports.